Okay. Okay. Good morning. Hi. Camera. That sounds good. Hi, Seafire. Hi, Techno. I went to a B-Day party in the VR chat last night. Shit was hectic. Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah. The joke got to me when I am late. Hi, Logitech. Am I centered? I am. I didn't charge my stuff yesterday. So all of my things are 50%, which is fine if we go 3-ish hours. And then napping afterwards, I'll have hands and no legs. But, oops. Hi, Air. But, let's get stretching. Also got jump scared by Icy last night. How could you get jump scared by Icy? Look at how cuddly and, like, soft he is. He be appearing.
I was confused for a rat.
Oh no! Dude, there was a moment the rats in Wind Waker just fucking took me out. My friend thought he was a rat. In one of the dungeons, I was running by a little Beamos guy. And a rat just fucking sideswiped me, and so I, like, got knocked over, and this Beamos was just like... And it was like, what the fuck, man? It did 1/4 of a heart, so it wasn't really that bad, but... Get ratted, idiot? I guess. I made it up to him. He was running up the walls,
shit.
and I was just like, boomerang, just... And just took him out. Hmm?
Oh shit. Oh, rat.
Oh shit, a rat. Oh shit, a roach. Oh shit, a ghost. Oh shit, it's a motherfucking spider. Hi, Huntera. Zippy Zappy, being most got bappy. Huntera, if you saw what you saw me type before chat, that's because my stuff is dead. Hi, love. Lunges. Damn, yeah. Yeah, I started setting up. I was actually, like, already running late. Because, again, Trump did a thing, so there's no fucking news from yesterday. The entirety of Reddit is just, oh my god, the drive-thru! Oh my god, at McDonald's! I'm so ready for this election to be over, dude. I'm so ready for it to be over. So I'm looking for news stories. I start late. I get into my room. All of my trackers are on my beanbag. I took them off and kind of just threw them there when I was getting ready for Wind Waker, and then I never, like, checked them when I was done with everything and plugged them in. Oops. Where did she go? Oh, I see. Damn. Yeah, and I was even in VR last night. I was on desktop, and I should have checked, but... I feel like I, even in the last day or two, complained about it. I was like, not complained, but I was like, I haven't not charged my tracker in like 150 days. It's been so long since I've forgotten to charge my stuff. And then like the next day. Gah. Come here, you two. You're a little, there you go. Sorry for being fat. You're not fat. I said far. You're a little far because my hand was out of reach. And then you immediately fixed it, so you're not far anymore. But you said I was big. I said far. I said you're a little far. Oh my god, this guy craves it. I keep forgetting how comically large I am compared to Icy. Yeah. Well, he scales down. Silent Snorlax. Shush, Ekans. Hi, Gale. Hello? Brad? Why do I keep dropping this? Gone. It's on, Gale. I've got my emotes on. I gotta take those off. I get weird with those on. There. Wow, Noper's this bitch size shaming. I am not. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is happening with my left hand? It's like it is losing tracking here in a place that should not be losing tracking. Is that base station on? Is that base station on? I don't know what's going on with my left hand. Look at this fucking Koopo. I still don't know what a Koopo is, but look at this fucking Koopo. I noticed you were more expressive. Gale, did you have fun with the Avionic Factor? So, a Koopo is just what Moogles say at the end of their sentences in, I think, most Final Fantasy games. And so if you redeem Koopo, I put the Moogle pom-pom on. This world screams Risk of Rain 2, am I right? This is ripped from Risk of Rain 2. Yes. This is just not even themed after Risk of Rain. It is. I fucking knew it. I should hope so. It's in the title. You're here. Rally Point Delta Risk of Rain 2. Look, I just got it. I didn't look at details. You're a goofball. You're a goofball. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Ugh, I sneezed twice. Blessed too. I see it was something we were missing some people. So Koopo is just over, but FF form. Over? Huh? I don't know what you mean by it's over.
Like radio talk.
Oh, yes, that's exactly what it is.
Like Brian and Stewie talking about how it's over. It's what?
You have to say over, Brian, over. Like a walkie-talkie? Yeah, I'm sitting here like, over? Like Star Wars over? I mean, technically we finished Final Fantasy a while, but... You know, I'm gonna make more Final Fantasy videos. What do you mean it's over? Not over at all. I'm sitting here just like completely missing the whole radio over thing. It's over, Ewan. I'm taking the kid. Icy's the kid in this instance. It's all ogre. Onions have layers. Oh, my nose. I put the headset on, and my nose starts running.
You better catch it.
Ugh. Do not fuck the ogre? Why not? Are you saying ogres don't deserve love? That's fucked up, Techno. That's actually messed up. Whoa. Ogres tend to be double-cheeked up. What does that have to do with anything? Are you saying double-cheeked up people don't deserve love? You just keep digging a deeper hole with this, buddy. The ogre must consent? We weren't talking about consent at all. Obviously they need to consent. Ogre Xenos in the hair seat. Against the Lockbot Emperor of Mankind. Two. 3. 4. Orcs need more DACA. Well, I'm gonna cry. You should cry. You were just racist against ogres. Because you're being mean, I'm not gonna pay taxes? I'm sitting here being like, love ogres. They deserve love too. And you're like, no, they fucking don't. Don't have sexual relations with ogres. What the fuck, bro? And I'm the one that's mean? What's the melee variant of Warhammer Orcs? I will shit on this floor. Do it! We're outside! I'm not gonna... This isn't like indoors. Don't wanna, Hi.
No.
I have one more character of my 2 characters to do delves on. Are you alive and well? Shotomate a minute.
I'm very alive and well.
God, I fucked up my sleep schedule from yesterday. I finished stream. We'd gone for, I think, 13 hours. I immediately went to bed, and then I woke up at 2 a.m. Which is like, oh god, this is not ideal. I think we have 2 more. I actually don't know. Could be more stabby or something. 3, 4. Hi, Zuvi. Alright. Get our plank done, and then we'll start walking. Mikey Ark. We'll start right at 14 minutes. 3 minutes. This looks exactly like Wind Waker. Well, you'd be dead fucking wrong. You had to have seen the conversation earlier. I play Space Marine Empire. I don't have much knowledge on Xenos or Chaos. Yeah, I know it's Discovery. I was like, you had to have seen Techno Ray being a goofball earlier. I am high. Almost a minute. 5 more seconds. 1 minute, 2 more to go. I didn't sleep till 5 in the morning. Once I saw that, I knew I was cooked. I slept as soon as I ended, which was like 10 or 11. And then I woke up at 2 a.m. And I was up until 6, I think, and I woke up at 8. Icy, can you time me out for 117 seconds? No. Good. The mere knowledge might lead to the Inquisition offing you. Icy fire. Guys, I hate plinking. I can time you out for the rest of your Twitch career. Hey, Ewan, when is Diddy Kong Racing Street? Never. Why would we play that game? Hi, Dingo. Whoa, it's plank it out. One more minute. It's peak? I'd say it was bad. But why would we play that game? Hi, Monkey Monkey Monk. Fucking weird to play Java Minecraft that my friend gifted me. The last version I played is Xbox One Edition. Like 1.5 years ago. Shit has changed and I'm scared. You're gonna do great, Air. You're gonna do great. You can do a lot more with redstone or something, I don't know. 30 more seconds. Ow. 20 more seconds. 15 more seconds. Hi, Joe. It is wild how much has changed. Cute hug. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh. Why's my butt sticking up that much? I miss Lost One, Sag. Zuby. I do too. I'm actually, like, legitimately scared for where he is.
Same.
I'm hoping, like, there's no good situation he comes back to. We don't know Techno. It's either like he got fucking murdered in an alleyway, or he fucking comes back and he's like, I had to detox and like get off the internet and quit Twitch. And I did, and I'm coming back after a month just to let you all know I'm okay, but I'm not on the internet anymore. Bye. Like, there's no good I don't know what the situation of where it's a good thing where he comes back. I just don't know. I'm gonna fucking change behind this pole. Did you know what? They have 2 eyes, 2 knees, and 2 hands.
Yes, I did.
Kind of ableist of you to point that out, Techno. What the fuck? Okay. Right here. And then we're starting with the golden saucer. That. Okay. We're walking. Let me know if it's a little loud. Oh. The treadmill suddenly started, like, grinding. Like a sound. Hi, Fanny. Monkey. Did I say hi to you, Monkey? Hi, Monkey Monk. What happened to Lost One? We just don't know. All right, Ewan. Bring that thing around town one time for us. Huh? Gal. Yes, they truly are a Lost One this time. I hope they come back soon. Hi, Global. I said hi to you, didn't I? This wasn't your first message, was it? It was! He doesn't know I am here. You are not Lost One. Maybe he found some good books and is just not turning on his PC. It happens to the best of us. It's a little loud. Oh, nice song. This song is mind-numbing to me, Fanny. Because for a year straight, I spent too much time in the Golden Saucer. I have every mount here except for the new 3 million one. I say new, it's like a year or two old. Mind-nutting. Mind-numbing. Numbing. I hope they're safe. Fanny. That's a hug, right? That's a wait. Where'd you get I Was Lost One from? Because I said we were talking about Lost One. We were like, I miss Lost One. I hope he's okay. Whenever is you... Icy, do you do it on purpose? You said you didn't yesterday, but I think you do. There's no way you don't do it on purpose. I must go, my slayers need me. Goodbye, Seafire. Have fun hunting monsters. No, it's happy hunting. That's what you have to say to somebody who's about to go hunt monsters. It's not my fault you have a factory back there. No. It is your fault, because I put the camera at an angle. It's not directly behind me. We were talking about Lost One Global. He was literally the topic of conversation. And then you were like, he doesn't know I'm here. As your first message. Oh my god, this guy. Numpting, haha. Hey everyone. Hope Lost One's okay, yeah? Anyways, guess who has a date later today? Hell yeah. Also, I'm finally getting a full-size keyboard on Thursday. So playing games like Armor 3, etc. is much easier. Hell yeah. Horrific. I'll be... What emote is that? It's politely wicked, but... Can't see because fucking OBS. Hi, Kisu. Hey, Yulin, you excited for tomorrow? It's the 23rd, isn't it? I'm excited for the 23rd. I guess I guess there's WoW stuff tomorrow, isn't there? A little bit. The 23rd is Monster Hunter news.
Anniversary stuff.
Yeah. Not as much as I could be. I could be more excited for WoW, but I don't know. Maybe I'll get into it and I'll be like, this is fucking Pog! Vault tomorrow? I'm not overly excited for the Vault. I have not put a ton of extra time into, like, getting Vault stuff. Oh my god, I hate trying to plug in my controllers. There we go.
Oh, with everything up with the anniversary stuff, you can get a 65% increase in XP if you have 5 characters at 80.
Hell yeah. Oh my god.
And during the week, Dark Moon Fair week, you can get up to 75% increase in XP.
Mm-hmm. Congrain you lactose. Hi, Kisu. First date in a while, too. Trying taking a break from dating for a couple months, and now I'm back at it. Shadow Generations comes out tomorrow. Happy for the Sonic fans. Vault tomorrow, Kisu. Yeah, WoW 20th anniversary. They're adding a fuck ton of stuff. Okay, going back to my little world then. Well, whether you're in your little world global or here, I hope you're having fun. 8-hour long maintenance? That's fair. It's still early in the expansion. It makes sense that they're doing long maintenance. And with the patch tomorrow, yeah. They're adding a lot of stuff, too. They're doing a lot of class changes. And they're adding, the one doodlies. Drakthir guys. Drakthir classes.
Butchering my paladins.
Oh, no. Why the fuck did you sound racist?
They
or
basically
something?
add a bunch of useless crap in the regular paladin tree. It'll help out prop paladins, but it's gonna hurt holy and red.
Damn. Koyo. Koyo has been playing WoW. And he's like, dude, paladins are busted! They're so busted! And I'm like, are ret paladins that busted? What level are you again? He's like, I'm 32. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Yep, they sure are. They're real busted. Ira. It's so fun when you see somebody that's like new to the game, just running around questing in old kata zones, and they're like, dude, this is so fun! And you're like, uh-huh. Level 32 is considered new. Anything below 90. Is 90 the max level? Or is 80? Anything below 80 is considered new. Someone said there's going to be 15 world bosses to do. Yeah. Yeah, the max level in WoW is 80. And the way WoW works is each expansion is 10 levels. But they've done, I think, 2 level squishes? Or just 1, I forget.
One,
Okay.
and then you had 2 expansions that were only 5 levels instead of 10. Cat and Mop.
Yeah. I fucking hate MMOs. Yeah, it was a problem they realized pretty early on. Level 1 to 60 was vanilla WoW. And then BC made it 70. Then Wrath made it 80. And then Kata made it 85. And then Mop made it 90. And nobody liked the 5 levels. So after Mop, the Warlords of Draenor, it went 100. And then with Legion, it went 110. And at this point, they were like, we gotta fucking pull this back because this is a little crazy.
BFA was 120.
Yeah, BFA
And
was
then the end
120.
of BFA, they squished down to 50.
They squished down to 50, and then
Shadowlands
you level up to
was
60?
60 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leveled up to 60. Dragonflight, level up to 70. And then now, War Within You level up to 80. 8 more years, they'll do another level squish. Hi, Octomage.
They're probably going to do an eye level squish at the end of this expansion.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done 2 numbered, like, damage squishes, right? I think that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
They've done a lot of item level squishes, though. Oh, chat notif for taxes now? I don't see a chat notification. How was your Sunday night? We played Wind Waker for 10 hours. Can I turn this down from here? Nope. I think that's as close as I can get. Kind of like plugged into my treadmill right now. No, I see Logitech paid $18K in taxes. I don't know if that's new.
It's been there a while.
Yeah. I passed out during Wind Waker, oh my god. Yeah, it was hard for me to end Octomage. Because I was having fun. And I was like, I can see the end in sight. We have 2 more dungeons. We have the Triforce pieces. And then we have Hyrule Castle. And then we're done. and then Wind Waker is beaten. But it was like, one, I'm gonna probably crash before I finish. Well, before I would finish, I guess. Right? Like, that's still minimum 5 hours, and realistically, it's probably like 8 hours. And with stream tomorrow, it was like, you know, I still needed to prepare for that a little bit. So it's like, even though I have a lot of energy in this moment, we're gonna end now. No, I see just have paid 18K, only 10. Spanny Mobile, maybe? May just be Twitch Mobile then, because I'm on PC. No, ATM, well, normally, that'll do it. That would explain it, yeah. Speaking of Wind Waker, for some reason Twitch doesn't know how to do mobile stuff, despite like half or more of its users are only mobile users. Yeah, it's I don't know. When I look at my numbers, I think like 40% of my viewers are mobile. It's such a huge market. Such a huge demographic, and like it feels like they let Twitch Mobile really slide through the cracks. I'm a mobile user. Mobile app is hot ass. Mobile app is hot ass. Everything costs more on the mobile app. And it's just like, ugh. Why? Every mobile app update just breaks it usually. Yeah, I used to be a heavy mobile user. When I watched at work, I would watch on mobile. And I remember just some days were just so awful. I think there was one day where I was like literally DMing the streamer on Discord like, "Hey, it seems like Twitch Mobile just disabled chat. Like, I can't chat, and I've seen 2 or 3 other people say they can't chat. So I'm here, but we can't say anything in chat. The enter button doesn't work or something. I don't remember what it was, but like, for like 4 or 5 hours that day, we just couldn't say anything. And it was just like, what the fuck? Wind Waker, though. Wind Waker. It's going so much smoother than Ocarina of Time did. In Ocarina of Time, I was sitting there going, you know what? This game is a lot better than I remember. Hi, North Prince. Can't do this. None of you did it. There we go. I normally watch on mobile just so I don't have to swap my headphones Bluetooth. Hi, Ellie. When we were playing Ocarina of Time, bark, 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 bark. I was complaining about a lot of things in Ocarina, although I was like, this game is better than I remember. I always had the opinion in Ocarina of Time that it was like, it didn't age well. That it was, you know, a masterpiece when it came out, but kind of bad now. It had outdated mechanics. It was one of the first 3D games, so they, you know, were just so, like, you know, the first person to give a presentation, and then everyone else learns from that first presentation? I kind of had that opinion of Ocarina of Time, where, like, because they were one of the first, everybody was able to build off of them and learn from them, and add their own creative and innovative ideas. Where Ocarina of Time was just, you know, because they were one of the first, didn't think of it. And when we were playing Ocarina of Time, I think a lot of that was true. There was a lot of like, man, this mechanic fucking sucks. Or like, having to stare at this fucking chest for 2 hours, opening every single chest, is ridiculous. Or some of the puzzles was like, this is just bad. Who designed this, right? But like, I did walk away from Ocarina of Time going, This is a masterpiece. Even today, if this exact game came out and it wasn't Legend of Zelda and Nintendo, if some dude was just like, hey guys, I've been working on this video game for 6 years while, working at Taco Bell, and I put it on Steam, it's $5. It would literally be Undertale levels of popularity. I think it's, for what it has, it's an absolute masterpiece. Back then and today. Is it perfect? No. But, it's just so... It's such a level of world building. It is such a level of, depth between its characters, its setting, its story. Maybe not its story. Its story isn't the most original thing. Well, it was then. Maybe not so much now. I feel like it would literally just be an Undertale of this is wildly popular and people love it. For good reason. I didn't get that at all going into Wind Waker. Going into Wind Waker, I was just like, yep, this game was perfect then, it's perfect now. This is aged timelessly. It's amazing. I could never get past the Jabu Jabu dungeon. I'm glad you said that, North Prince. Because I struggled with the Jabu Jabu dungeon. When we played it, 2 months ago, that place was kicking my ass. I was in Jabu's belly and, I couldn't fight any of the enemies because they were electrified. I only had, 5 hearts. So I was just taking chip damage and, slowly dying as I'm, rushing around trying to figure out these puzzles. Hi, Freya. Hi, love. Back in, VR chat, right? You're not, hands moving in VR, right? Has you even played Majora's Mask yet? I personally haven't played the 3DS version. The only Zelda I got far in, let on 100%. Majora's Mask was the second or first game I 100%ed. I think my leg is drifting. It was my first Legend of Zelda, Fanny. I fucking love Majora's Mask. I think it's actually really spooky and scary. And, I don't know how I'm, okay with it. Yeah, let's reset my leg. I played majority of Ocarina of Time on 3DS. Oop, let go of the thing too soon. Please turn on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, no, the Jabu Jabu dungeon is hard. It's not the hardest thing in the game. It definitely felt like a spike up, though, from Death Mountain and definitely the Deku Tree. But yes, I have played Majora's Mask. I have 100%ed that game, twice. I've beaten it, 5 times. I've only beaten it, without the Fierce Diddy Mask 1 time. I always beat it with the Fierce Diddy Mask, because I thought Fierce Diddy Link was fucking cool. Deity Link. True, if its story was ass, it wouldn't have been that great. Yeah. Also, wasn't 457 yesterday? I thought it was 456. It might have been. I didn't specifically check. I also didn't upload VODs yesterday. I thought it looked funny, which I'm sure you're tired of hearing me say that. The Wind Waker? I'm kind of behind, so I'm not sure if you're talking about Wind Waker there, Octomage. Yes. I mean, that's what everybody thought. People fall into 2 camps of, ew, Wind Waker looks gross and cartoony, I don't like it. Or they fall into, ew, Wind Waker looks gross and cartoony, I don't like it. Oh wait, actually, this is pretty fitting. I like it. That's not okay.
Yeah, it was 457 yesterday.
Okay. Oops. Here, I can change it now. I click the keyboard on Access Overlay. It's thinking. There we go. $457. Delete that. Delete that. Done. Stream info updated successfully. One of my first crushes was in Majora's Mask. Water and Spirit Temple were the hardest for me. Oh wait, no, Water and Shadow. Is that in Ocarina of Time? In Ocarina of Time, I found Jabu Jabu hard, but like not that hard. As a kid, I literally couldn't do the Shadow Temple. I was too scared, Kisu. I got to the big long walkway with like the 3 guillotines, and I just completely just got too scared and left. So I didn't do that. I don't think I did any of the Spirit Temple. And I never did Hyrule Castle. I did kill Ganondorf, because my friend, he couldn't beat Ganondorf. And so I came over to his house and tried it on his Nintendo 64, and I was able to beat Ganondorf on his file. So I beat Ganondorf and Ganon, saw the end of the game. But I never finished the Shadow Temple, Bongo Bongo, Spirit Temple, Twin Rova, and Hyrule Castle until 2 months ago. Same as you know, normally I'm Scaredy Cat, but again 100% to that one. Yuli popping that hip out. Majora's Mask gave me nightmares as a kid. It was my first furry crush. Wait, who did you crush on in Majora's Mask? I'm trying to think who it would be. It wouldn't be one of the Zoras, would it? I'm pretty sure 456 was Saturday. Hey, you poggies. Hi, North, I'm late, but here it is. Where's the holidays, Gur? We haven't gotten to them yet. Sometimes we do them like 3 hours in. Yeah, an Ocarina of Time. Oh, an Ocarina of Time. Okay. Shadow was so scary. My little bro's favorite Zelda is Wind Waker, but he never beat it. He likes to emulate the GameCube version, but cannot be bothered to find the Triforce pieces. What is bro doing? Even the soundtrack freaked me out. Yeah, mayhaps, yeah, lol. After getting over the Redeads, I was able to tank Shadow Temple. How are we missing the pet emote? I don't know if I've added it, Octomage. I'm still not over redheads. Here's how we do emotes, Octomage. You DM me the link to the emote on 7TV, and if I don't hate it, I add it. I'm still not over redheads. Oh, that's not what you said. He just replaced the stuff before that part every time. You know what? Bro's living his best life. If that's what he wants, hell yeah. It feels a little wrong, but who are we to tell him how to game? We'll bribe you to add this one, it's a classic. Well, remember, you don't have to bribe me if I don't hate it. If I do hate it, then yeah, you gotta bribe me, but... What you mean, Suisit pet emote is right there. Speaking of, you can get rid of Danger Dance now that I finally secured it. Oh my goodness. Ah. Yeah. Ocarina of Time was really fun when we played it. But there were parts where I was getting frustrated. I was getting frustrated in Jabu's Belly. I was getting very frustrated in the Forest Temple. I was getting frustrated in... I was getting frustrated in the Shadow Temple for sure. Somebody made a clip of, there's a jump I have to go off of. But before the jump is a fucking Stalfos. And Stalfos are fucking annoying to fight, because they just put their shield up and block. And you can't hit them until they're about to attack. And so, like, I'm just trying to leave, and this guy's like, you have to spend 2 minutes fighting me. And I'm like, fucking no. And so I keep trying to, like, not fight him. And he keeps, like, hitting me. Or, like, making me run at a bad angle. And I fall, like, 3 or 4 times. And on one of them, I literally just look at the camera, I'm like, guys, I cannot right now. Oh my god. For context, he's 17 and can't be bothered with finding the pieces. Notion even with tutorials. Yeah. Fanny Nopers, wow. Not even finding the cheese pieces. We have the HD version of Wind Waker. We played the GameCube version of Wind Waker all those years ago. All those decades ago. Oh god. So we did the horrible grind. We did the 8 or 9 pieces of Triforce with each of them needing a Triforce chart to be examined for, I don't know, like 1,600 rupees or something ridiculous. When your max rupee bag was like 5,000. They were assholes for that. They were wrong for that. We have the HD version this time, which looks like I'm only gonna need to like decipher 2 charts. And the fish just tells you like, hey, there's a triumphant fork here, instead of needing the chart for it. I know I've been to 2, maybe 3 islands so far where I've talked to the fish and he's like, yeah, this is where you get it. The cheeses. And so I don't know exactly how long the Triforce pieces are gonna take to collect. Okay, I'm back. Can you start over? No. But yeah, I was mentioning this earlier. Wind Waker has been so much more fun than Ocarina of Time was streaming it. I think both of them would be like peak and perfect and Kino, as the kids say. God, I died a little inside saying that. If I played them normally. If I was like, I'm gonna spend 5 hours a day on this, I'm going to, you know, do all the side quests, explore all the things, play it my way, I think I'd have had a lot more fun with Ocarina of Time. But because I'm streaming it, I'm like, we just gotta rush story, I gotta keep it entertaining at all points. Ocarina of Time was still fun, but I felt like I was missing stuff. Wind Waker, I'm missing stuff, but I don't feel like I'm missing stuff. I'm still having, like, an absolute blast playing Wind Waker. Also, my first girl crush is an Ocarina of Time. So that adds to my bias. Ruto? You said it was a furry. And I'm, like, trying to think... what furry characters are in Ocarina of Time? I can only think of Ruto. How long depends. Nana? I'm trying to think of what other not human characters would be in Ocarina of Time. Wasn't one of the spider ladies. Was there a werewolf quest where they're like, hey, we're werewolves, but, you know, we don't eat people? I don't think so. Girl crush in Ocarina of Time chic. Majora's Mask had the first. Okay. Well, still, Majora's Mask had, like, a lot of the repeated characters. And yes, it was... okay. So it was the singer girl. Gotcha. Okay. I'm assuming it was the singer girl. Could have been Mako. Who was my first Legend of Zelda crush? I don't think I crushed on anyone in Majora's Mask. I thought Anju was cute, but I didn't really crush on her. After that, I played Legend of Zelda, and again, there were girls that I thought were cute. Malon I thought was cute. The next one I played was Wind Waker. I thought Medley was cute. And then I played Twilight Princess, and I think I really liked Ilia. I think I thought Ilia was actually, like, super, super cute. I don't have Zelda crushes. If you expand it to Nintendo as a whole, there is an obvious one. I think we know who that one is, Fanny. Twilight Princess had Ilia, who at my, when I played it in, I think, high school, that was the one who I was like, she's perfect, I love her. I agree, Ilia was a cutie patootie. I don't really like her now. I think she's cute, but she's got the, like, bossy vibes. It's like, how could you do this, Link? How could you do this irresponsible thing? It's like, that literally wasn't Link's fault. I'm gonna take it out on you anyway. And it's like, can you fuck off? She has that energy, Kisu, which I'm like, ugh, I don't like this. Send a 7TV emotes on Discord, DMs for later. I've only ever had one crush on a fictional character, and it was a fucking Joy from Inside Out. Joy from Inside Out? I'm thinking of Inside. I don't know what Inside Out is. Who, Suisip? Hi, Big Deck. She was just immature and wanted to keep him safe. I agree, Kisu. I agree that, you know, she was young, immature, and, like, I recognize that now, and I'm not like, oh, she's a bad person. I still find it a little annoying. Have you not seen the movie Inside Out? I might have. Oh, Inside Out, the Disney one. Yes, I have seen it. Joy's pretty good. My favorite fictional character is Yoda. What the fuck? Inside Out is the Disney movie about emotions. I was thinking of the video game Inside, with the kid with the red shirt that goes right. And so I was like, how do you have a fucking crush from Inside? Huh? Looking back at Twilight Princess, I mean, everybody loves Midna. I remember really liking Ashay. Ashay was the girl in the Adventurers Guild. And she helps you in the, like, snow area find the temple. I thought she was really fucking cool. If I were to look at a best girl now from Twilight Princess, I think Beetle's sister is really cool. She runs the kayak shop at the top of the river that goes to Lake Hylia. I think she's fucking cool. I understand it, but also, like, it makes sense. Something we're not about now. We're grown and matured adults. Yeah. Hi, Big Deck. Hey, Elin, have you ever watched Madness Combat? Nope. I'd date Twilight Princess Ganondorf. Madness Combat mentioned. I think Midna is great. I think Midna would be a great friend. I would not want to date Midna. I think dating Midna would absolutely push my buttons, and I would, like, lose myself. My childhood crushes definitely haven't contributed to my preference now. Looking at Shigo, Kim Possible's mom, Miss Incredible, and Mavis Dracula. That is a fucking lineup error. That's not a judgmental, oh, that's a lineup. That is a strong lineup. I would take out Kim Possible's mom. But the others are pretty good. Not that there's anything wrong with Kim Possible's mom. I don't know. You do not kill Clown. Clown kills you. Hank. The goth girl from Danny Phantom did it? Yeah. I didn't watch much Danny Phantom. You know, honestly, I don't think I ever had a goth phase. I'm trying to think if there was ever, like, a goth girl that I was into. If there was ever, like, the more emo girl of the group was the one that was a hot one to me. And even in Teen Titans, I always liked Starfire more than Raven. Yeah, you look like you never watched Danny Phantom. Have you ever shopped at Hot Topic? Yes, I had one of those electro balls that you put your hand on, and the electricity plasma lines go to your hand. Sex is cool and all, but who did you main in Castle Crashers? There were different classes in Castle Crashers? I thought you just played different color knights. You just have a constant bitch face? What the fuck? That was more of a Spencer's thing. Had a goth face, sorta. Oh my god. I'm trying to think. I think there was... What was that mall show? About the 6 teenagers that, like, worked at the mall and hung out there all the time? I think there was a more... Like, the goth girl of that group I kind of liked. But I don't remember that show at all. Neither have I, to be honest. My childhood crushes were Princess Peach, Starfire, Nene, and some I'm probably forgetting. I did crush really hard on Kim Possible for like a month. I remember around the age of like 13, I discovered Kim Possible. 16, that's it. Around the age of like 13, there was a Kim Possible marathon. And I was just watching Kim Possible all day, every day. And I remember my dad being like, so you like this show? And I was like, yep. He's like, the main character is a girl? And I was like, yep, she's a secret agent. And I remember, I didn't think about it at the time. I didn't understand it at the time, but I remember my mom saying like, just a phase, honey. He's gonna be okay. It doesn't mean anything, Yulin's dad. He was like, okay. You gotta buy My Chemical Romance tees. They have ripped jeans and stud belts with Vans checkered slip-ons. Holy. My dad was genuinely like, oh god, is my son gay? Because I had a Kim Possible phase. And my mom was just like, hey, back off. It's fine. It's also around the time my emo and scene phase, I was cringe. You had the show Fillmore, who also had a goth girl as a main character. I don't even know if I've seen or heard of Fillmore. I haven't been drinking at all. First fictional care crushes. Trent and Jane Lane from Daria. Yulin Mama Rilin. When I came out, my mom was like, we thought it would be your brother. No fucking way. Yeah, check it out. Her name is Ingrid and she's really cool in my opinion. You liked a goose? Would have been my very first fictional crush. Maybe Gadget from Rescue Rangers. No, I'd have to like really go back through shows. It might have been no. Starfire would have been a bit later. I don't know. Oh, it might have been a Digimon character. It might have been like Sarah. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I don't know any. But goose comes up for when I googled it, lol. Wait, I lied. I had 2 fictional crushes. I forgot I really liked fucking Simipour. The Pokemon. Really? Okay. Nene from Pico School? You know what's really funny, Kisu? Fanny? I saw Nene and I'm like, isn't one of the ice climbers named Nene? Okay. Interesting. Oh, no. Popo and Nana? Gotcha. Nope, Nana. I think I remember my first fictional crush. I think it was Songo from Inuyasha. I think that one was like the first, whoa. Whoa, she's so pretty and cool and perfect. And I love her. She's hot, yeah. She's hot. She very much has that Rumiko Takahashi humor of girl always right, it's okay to hit boy, personality for all women in Inuyasha. Mine was Kagami Hiragi from Lucky Star. Which one was Kagami? Was that the blue-haired one? Difficult Ellie reaction to everyone in chat. The purple-haired girl? Ah. Oh, big deck. Oh my. Wasn't that one of the, like, OG tsunderes? Twin ponytails? I'm still surprised my parents have been unbothered with me owning a Princess Peach body pillow. Yeah! Hell yeah. I had a villain phase. So at first I really liked Sesshomaru from Inuyasha. I thought Sesshomaru was really cool. I didn't like... You know, I didn't like have an attraction to him or anything. But I saw him and I saw Inuyasha and I was like, he's just cooler than Inuyasha. He's just a fucking upgrade. He's just, you know, wrong. She's based on what? Time for Era's favorite canned tuna on bread. Gotta head out. Have a good day, Beans. Goodbye. Thank you for joining us, Techno. At that same time, I was also into Orochimaru. I hadn't discovered Naruto yet. Naruto was pretty soon after. Let's see. When I first got into manga and stuff, what manga did I get right away? I started getting Inuyasha manga. I started getting Ranma 1/2 manga. Ukiyo was my favorite girl from Ranma. I also got Beat the Vandal Buster. That one didn't really have a girl that I was like, oh, she's perfect. I got Psychic Academy. That one was... yeah. I watched it on Toonami, so they were together. I think I was watching Inuyasha before Naruto. Well, I'd have to look at the, like, actual, like, history of Toonami and Adult Swim. Because I know, like, I started watching Toonami when they were doing, the first time they ever got to Frieza with, Goku going Super Saiyan. Like, the episodes with Goku being Super Saiyan for the first time as they were airing on Toonami, that was when I got into Toonami. To be honest, in general, I wonder what my parents think of my Peach obsession. But surely they would have noticed by now. That's foul, Gale. Have something better? Gravilohi? I was a stereotypical anime watching middle schooler. Ugh. Same. I remember I got into... Oh, I started reading Shonen Jump, Kisu. I started, like, literally buying physical copies of Shonen Jump. Which, I don't have them anymore now that I think about that. Why did I get... I know why I got rid of those. Because I was missing, like, a bunch of them, so it wasn't like I had a complete collection worth a lot or anything. I don't even know if it would be. And it was like, why would I keep these when I just have a lot of the manga itself? Like, why would I read Shonen Jump for One Piece when I just have One Piece? Through Shonen Jump, I got into Naruto, One Piece, Bleach. I really liked Anko from Naruto. Anko is fucking hot, although she's a fucking loser in the show and never has a cool moment. She's a, like, just takes L's the whole way through. In Naruto, no, in, Bleach, I really like Shihoin. I really like Soifong. There's a very minor character that I thought was absolutely gorgeous. Her name was Shukaku. She was the fireworks lady. She literally didn't have a left arm, and she had an apron shirt with just an egregious amount of side boob. And I think because of her, and then later on Hanjuri, that's why I was so into, like, apron shirts and, like, shirts that have the side open. It started with Shukaku. Things like Black Butler and Vampire Knight. Mm-hmm. Specifically middle school girls, so things like, yeah. Madge? No. Not allowed. Oh no, you were that one? Yeah. Sadly, don't have that ATM error. There's one specific episode of Shaman King episode I never got to watch. It was the episode before the end, so I refused to watch the end until I get that. Like, I have a Peach body pillow, did Peach cosplay for Carnival 2 amiibos, physical copy of Princess Peach Showtime in a Peach Switch case. I bought within a year from today. There's no way they haven't noticed. Yeah. One Piece. Is there a girl from One Piece I really like? I really like Monet, but she's a very, I say recent character. She's like 5 to 10 years old at this point. When One Piece was first airing, I think I really liked Nami's sister Nojiko. I thought Nojiko was super pretty. Too bad match about this anyways. But I do. I'd still watch some that I watched back then, so it wasn't all trash. I didn't watch Black Butler at all. But I remember when I went to college, one of the girls that was going through a lot of the same courses as me, she was super into Black Butler. And she would cosplay one of the characters at, like, conventions. And, like, she was nice. I got along great with her. But I remember anytime she talked about Black Butler, I was like, holy shit, this is cringe. Peach plushie, almost forgot about buying that one. I wouldn't watch Black Butler or Vampire Knight anymore. They're ick. We're at 1.9 miles. I'm trying to think what other anime I was really into back then. I mentioned it, Beat the Vandal Buster. This wasn't an anime, it was a manga. I fucking love that manga so much. It never really took off. Black Butler was more child weird than Hisoka, and Vampire Knight is incest. Yeah. Also, what zone is this? Looks like Nagrand? It is not Nagrand. It is Northern Barrens. Nagrand is a lot more green than this one. Northern Barrens is just west of Orgrimmar, north of Mulgore, where the Tornstar Fair. It used to be one big Barrens, and then in Canada they were like, this zone's too big. Cut it in half with a giant scar of Deathwing flying over the world. And so now you have this big fiery canyon. So you have the level like 10 to 15 zone Barrens. You've got the 30 to 35 zone Barrens. I'm trying to think, what other anime or manga was there back then that I was like, oh, this had a girl that I was like, she's so pretty. I don't really think of any off the top of my head. I was way into Ranma and half. Samurai Champloo. I was into Samurai Champloo, but it wasn't like years long. It was like, oh, it aired on Adult Swim. It was great. And I love it, but it wasn't like years of my personality, right? I crushed on all 3 of the main characters, Lamau. Understandable. I think back then I would have found Fu the cutest, and now I look at Mugen and Fu as like, oh god, they're fucking not dateable in any way. And Jin, I'd be like, well, he's pretty fucking great though. Ah, he's so hot. And responsible. He's not more responsible than the other two. He's just more formal and polite. But he was absolutely the type that still does shit just like Mugen. Dude literally went to a brothel and fell in love with a girl. Hi, Elder. Do you like femboys because they look like women? Or do you like women because they look like femboys? Neither. I don't particularly like femboys. I am the femboy. And so I see femboys as myself. But I'm not, like, attracted to them. Dark, mysterious, gentlemanly, fun, handsome. Yeah. Yeah. I like when femboys don't look like women. Really? Okay, enough about reasonable fictional crushes. Let's talk about burning hot takes. No, I want to keep talking about fictional crushes. But I also like women. I like femboys when they look soft and androgynous. When they're still very clearly like I don't want to say masculine, but the more muscular they get, the less I like it. I'm like totally down for muscular women, but like and an overly muscular guy I could be with seeing a partner. But like personally, I'm like I don't want to be super muscular. Like I don't even know if I really want a six-pack. I think what Fanny wants are hear me out. That, yeah. We're going to continue to talk about what fictional character we want to rail or get railed by. I'm just trying to think of the shows back then. The shows and manga that I saw, or video games, that, like, had characters that was like, oh, I really, really liked this character. I mentioned Ranma 1/2. I fucking loved Ranma 1/2. Like, it was kind of personality defining for me, guys. I did not like the three sisters. Akane, Hikyo? I forget the oldest sister. And Nagita? I forget the second sister's name. I wasn't really into any of them. Shampoo was hot, but I wasn't super into her. I was really into the pizza cart girl. I think her name was Ukyo. I thought she was super, super pretty. But looking back, my god, she was like girl number 4 and never stood a fucking chance. My weirdest hearing out was probably the creepypasta version of Hypno the Pokemon. Yeah, that's definitely a weird one. I'm not even familiar with it, but that it's a Hypno is like, Now you're into hypnotism, so I can see that. Which one of them? Oh, I'm mind blanking. Was there a video game? There was the video game Beyond Good and Evil. The character you play as is named Jade, and I thought she was super pretty and cool. Van Bood's take used in Friday Night Funkin' Lullaby. I can't think of my hear me outs right now, off the top of my head. I can't think of any, like, hear me outs from when I was a kid. Which one was that, Fanfy? I can't think of any, like, this crush was fucking weird, and, like, you don't share this with people from back then. I don't know, I've got some... I'm thinking in general? I can't think of any, like, crushes of mine that have been like, really? That person? I can't pull any out. I didn't form a thought until I was 28. Are you on the Discord? I'll ping you with an image. Yeah, I can't think of a character that's like from before I was 25 that's like unhinged. That's like you have to defend it. Most of the characters I say are like, okay, that's a little, you know, niche. Or it's like a, yeah, you and everyone else. I stopped forming thoughts when I was 28. I liked old David Bowie back in middle school. But like it's David Bowie. I mean, yeah. Fucking David Bowie. Hi, Pixel. Pixel, we're talking about our crushes. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to contribute to this conversation. You've already done enough. Guys, hear me out. Femboy's kinda cute? I mean... When I talk about this every time we do this video. Everybody was so fucking impressed with how I timed the boat. Because I walk for like 10 to 15 minutes, and the boat gets there right as I'm ending the video, and they're like, holy shit, what? Oh, yeah, I liked your mother for a long time. Yeah, Pixel, you were gonna say that, or you're going to say Ryan Gosling. So, yeah. Unpopular opinion. Attractive people are cute. Yeah, Ellie? My fan, yes, Ellie Keck. Also shove that specific no on Discord. What do we got next? Desolace. Oh no, they're coming to mind. Huh. I mean, I am literally Ryan Gosling, though. Did notice, Fanny. Don't remember which of the creepypastas that one was. Yeah, I pulled 100,000 people and reached that conclusion. Pyramid Head is hot. Oh no. You're one of those, Kisu. It's fine, it's fine. You're still a functioning member of society, I think. If I remember how the stream chats went. I mean, you share at least one. Hear me out. I can't think of a crush from, like, when I was growing up. From when I was, like, before 20 years old that I'm like, I have to defend this. I recall the creepypasta the mod is based on is just called Hypno's Lullaby. Also the plague from Dead by Daylight. Oh my goodness. It contains multiple different ones, Fanny. Huh. Yeah, all my friends supported my interest. I don't think they did, Ellie. Vommy Mommy? Oh, Freya's struggling. This zone is fucking quiet. Huh, Ewan? When you were younger than 20, your friends did not support you. You were the weird kid in Ohio and they all thought you were gay. What do you mean, all my friends supported my interests? They literally didn't. Okay, but what if you take the childhood part out in the hear me out question? Don't let Kisu know about Nurgle. Oh, shit. You're talking shit, Ellie! I don't think there's any music. Oh, there it is. I am not. All the people in your life growing up called you the F slur. What do you mean? Yuland would definitely be into Bowser? No. I would not be into Bowser. If I have to pick a Mario character, there's Daisy, there's Rosalina, I don't know, physically Bowser is hot, but he's got that weird obsession with Peach that's like, bro, she said no. Stop being fucking weird. Those were the ops. I'm talking about the homies. Yeah, but like, maybe it was an endearing way. Waluigi. No, I'm not into Nurgle from 40k. If I have to pick a Mario character, it's Daisy or Rosalina. Daisy would be a little high energy for me. She's a tomboy and like loves doing sports, so I'm like, oh god, fucking no. Rosalina, fucking, yeah. Let's stay cooped up in the fucking Galaxy Palace up in the stars, interacting with nobody. That sounds like the fucking dream. But okay, Euland, I'll concede you got me. Yeah, Euland, would you fuck Wario? For money? For money, yes. For, like, love interest? No. Yeah, I'd pick Rosalina, too. Rosalina's great. Maybe there's some characters in, like, some of the side games. Some of the other games, like Paper Mario, where I could find a character that I'm like, this character is actually really cool. My pick is obvious, Peach for life. Yes, Fanny. Yes. What if you couldn't pick Peach? Who was second place? Was there any World of Warcraft characters I was super into? I thought Maiev Shadowsong was cool. I thought Ysera the Dragon was cool. Trying to think if there were... Oh, I thought, what's her name? The Holy Paladin. Or the Blood Elf Paladin. Not the Holy Paladin, she's a Ret Paladin. She was the leader of the Blood Knights. I don't remember her name at all. Starts with an L, I think. The Crazy Hot Elves. Kisu, you play WoW. Who's the red-headed Blood Elf Paladin that's the leader of the Blood Elf Paladins? She goes and talks to Adal, and she's like, hey, we lost our holy powers when Kael'thas left. And Adal's like, I will bless the Blood Elf Paladins. Echet. Out. You know who I'm talking about, right? I don't remember. Lady Liandrin. I think that's it, Gale. Not Valanda. I think it's Lady Liandrin. Kaylin. Would you fuck the stereotypical ugly fat guy from hentai? For money, yeah. That would make sense. For money, absolutely. For fun? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There's something that would make it a lot more fun about getting paid for it. So, like, if I encountered the ugly bastard on the train in Japan, there's, like, I don't know. Like, I could, sure. But, like, there's something that's way more fun about it, about, like, being paid by the ugly bastard. Has to bathe first? They're ugly, not stinky. Aw, hell no. Okay, good to know, Yulin. Would do anyone for money. Yeah. Yulin prostitution tag. Yeah, maybe. What is that emote? Caught 4K. Irel is cute too. I hate Irel. She is cute, but I instantly recognized her as this is Velen's replacement. This is like they just want the cute young Draenei to take the centerfold and kill off Velen or make him like just stand in the background. And I called that literally at the beginning of Shadow Moon Valley, and at the end, what happens to Velen? He sacrifices himself to bless Irel. I called it so fast, I was like, fuck this bitch. We have this, like, literal 90,000-year-old prophet that's, like, super strong. And he just... And who starts leading the Draenei? Literally a 16-year-old acolyte. Ugh. That is some of the worst story writing I've ever seen in WoW. Yulin has no taste.
Well, it's hinted that she's a descendant of one of the other of the Triad.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. I don't think that justifies it, but it would have been Archimond, right? 'Cause that one makes sense to me, personality-wise.
They never say who it was, but it's sort of hinted.
Hmm. Yulin, would you fuck $100 bill? No. What? How does that even work? Oh yeah. Look how they massacred my boy. I could not stand Irel. I think she's cool. And I think if they had done her story just a little bit differently. Don't kill off Velen. Make her just an acolyte learning under Maraud. Maybe kill off Maraud. And have Irel take her place as or take his place as a Vindicator. But one of the big five, I'm forgetting what their title was. The Archons? She should never have been one of those. She was fun in HOTS, though. She's very fun in HOTS. She's very mean to fight if you don't have interrupts. If you have interrupts, she just falls over. But if you can't interrupt her, she just infinitely heals on your ass. Yulin, would you fuck Yulin for money? Last one? No. I'd fuck me for free. I'm fucking hot. I want some eggs. I also want some eggs, but I ran out of hard-boiled eggs like 2 days ago. I'm going to the grocery store today. Fanny, you got any other hear me outs? Aw, damn. We're going to the store today. We'll probably run out of cereal today. We have our last 2 potatoes today. Now that's confidence from Yulin? I think everybody should have that confidence. Go and record a video of yourself masturbating, and then masturbate to that. Or masturbate to a mirror. I think I'm gonna get some migas from the place down the street. I want some eggs. We are not the same. They were making fun of me in our raid. Because, we had like 20 minutes left of Onsrek, and our raid leader was like, hey, let's take a quick 5-minute break. I aired Paragon. And I immediately like took my headset off and ran over to the fridge to go eat a hard-boiled egg. Just a quick snack. Have a small glass of milk. I come back, and I'm the only one that's not there. And I come back, and I'm like, I'm back. And they're like, yeah, so you must have gone really quick. As soon as Nixor was like, 5-minute break, Kron was like, we have 20 minutes left of raid. Do we want to take a break right now? Oh yeah, never mind. Let's not take a break. But I'd gotten up in time. And I was like, oh, yeah, I went and ate an egg. And they were like, you just ate an egg? I was like, yeah, I ate an egg. And they were like, can I offer you an egg in these trying times? What do you mean you just ate an egg? I was like, oh, I had hard-boiled eggs and I ate one. What do you mean? What do I mean? They're like, okay, Yulin. Pixel, stop eating Core's eggs. Yulin just ate an egg.
Still working on Queen?
We didn't even try Saturday. Our raid leader, his computer died. I don't know what happens without him. I'm pretty sure tomorrow he'll either be back or someone else will put the raid together. But we actually didn't even try Saturday. If they did, nobody told me. But his computer died like Thursday or Friday, and he's like, yeah, I won't be able to be there Saturday. If you guys want to try something, go ahead. I think we just didn't. Now I'm thinking about it, now I'm worried because I'm like, wait, nobody said anything to me. Did we try? Did they try without me? Hang on. We have a lot of people that, like, care a lot more about Mythic Dungeons than Mythic Raid. Yulin not invited, Satanya cry. No, it's, damn chat is censoring my hear me outs. I didn't even see a, like, auto mod thing. Yulin turned down my offer? What was your offer? Yulin, would you hold... I missed it, Ellie. Yulin, would you hold my hand while I walk through the airport for $300 billion? No. I wouldn't. You wanna know why? Because one, I don't know where you're getting $300 billion. Two, I feel like you've sacrificed something for that, and I'm like, are you giving away your soul for this? Hang on. Hang on. Although $300 billion is a lot of money. Would I sacrifice Ellie's eternal soul for $300 billion? That solves a lot of homies' problems. But I have to lose a homie for that. I'm not comfortable with that. The client is straight up blocking some messages now? Yeah. They won't even get sent over the network. It's censored by Twitch itself, at least one problem. I have had that where I was trying to put a message in someone's chat, and it was just like, this failed to send. It wasn't going to automod, it wasn't doing anything like that. The streamer wasn't seeing it automodded. It was just not getting sent. And that's not having 300 million. Now, Kisu. Look at Nene's Friday Night Funkin' wiki page. I was summarizing and chat broke. If I would sell my eternal soul for 300 billion, I wouldn't. If I got confirmation that eternal souls are a thing, I'm like, okay, well, this is the most valuable thing in ever. I would never trade this for anything. Well, depends on which god. I've already screwed my karmic balance by acquiring 300 billion. So don't mind that. I guess I'm asking questions, Ellie. I'm sitting here going, how have you acquired 300 billion? That's question one. Wait, you said this was an airport? Never mind, I don't need to think about this at all. No, I don't want to be in an airport. Forget that. Fuck that. Chase Bank glitch. Do you guys remember when that happened? When everybody was, like, abusing the glitch to just, like, spend money and, like, not cost anything in their bank account? Yeah, free money. That was Chase Bank, right? Yeah, that didn't work, and they all got charged for it. So there were people that suddenly had, like, $70,000 in debt. $300 billion or pennies? I would hope in just digital earnings or whatever.
Well, you gotta be specific because you never know what you're walking into.
I mean, either way, you have a lot of money. But if you had $300 billion, well, if you had $300 billion in pennies or bills, that's gonna completely devalue. Well, no, it wouldn't, because it's all with you. If it's magically appeared, it doesn't really devalue the currency. You just have essentially infinite money. It's 300 bill in Bape NFTs? That's the same as 0. Yeah, that was so crazy. I didn't do it at all. I sadly didn't have a Chase Bank account. They're felons now? Are they felons? I thought they just had a shit ton of debt. Sign me up. We're at 3 miles. I'm pretty sure we get to the end with Desolus. Desolus is a pretty long video. Hi, Maple. Thanks, let's hold hands, Octomage. Yulin, would you hypnotize me while we both wear Princess Peach cosplay for $100 an hour? For $100 an hour? Yes. Of course I would. I might even do it once or twice for free, but... I sold a photo of a bear smoking a bong, and I got to take a year off from work. Holy shit, hell yeah. You know, they're technically felons now if Chase wants to go after them. It's check fraud. I wouldn't be surprised. I just thought they didn't go after them with that. Bank fraud is a felony in the USA as far as I know. Yeah, it was just so many people, I didn't know if they went after them. I thought they just figured out the balance. It was like, well, here's your bill. And the people were like, oh no! Wait, what was the glitch? I don't remember what the glitch was, but it was letting them buy stuff without it charging them. So these people were just like buying up thousands of dollars worth of stuff and being like, yo, I'm just getting money, or it was like it was like they were buying stuff and then refunding it. So they weren't actually getting any physical things. But the money was just being added up for them or something. I don't remember what it was. I mean, 300 billion pennies and dollars is $3 billion. It is. But, like, you're kind of stuck with it. It's technically not a full 300 billion, because if you tried to cash it, if you tried to spend it, you completely devalue American currency, and it becomes useless. We gotta wait a few days, Octal. I got cooties. I don't want to hurt you. Ellie does have cooties. Like, actual cooties. You could Scrooge McDuck that shit. Jump into a pool of pennies and break your spine because it's a solid pool of pennies. Yes. Oh, it was not declined when it should have, maybe. Yeah, that's a good lesson on tanking the market. Herpes? It's true. COVID, not herpes. In cartoon physics, of course. The mouth kind, I mean. Oh, no. Ellie does not have herpes. Ellie has COVID. Herpes? It's true. No! Herpes, the gift that keeps on giving. Number 3, let's go. That's okay, I'm probably immune to COVID by now. I'm Maruka. I had COVID once. And I was so asymptomatic, I didn't even know I had it. All I did, like, the only thing I had was a loss of sense of taste. And it was miserable. I stopped drinking milk for a week because, like, it was too thick. Like, I was just drinking water and, like, I think ramen, because everything else was like, oh, I hate the texture of this. And then it came back. And then, like, a month later it was like, hey, pay attention to these symptoms. This COVID disease is getting serious. If you have loss of taste, you know, you have COVID, stop interacting with others. And I was like, oh shit. Well then. Euland was patient 0. I was not patient 0. I was definitely very early on, though. Also good to know that about Euland. I will prepare the cosplays in case the date goes wrong. Hoping 100% that's not the case. I've had it 4 to 5 times, my immune system is just dookie. Same, I'm on an immunosuppressant because my immune system is just that good. It's unfair to others. Okay. I never got COVID, I think, but I took the shots. Moderna hit hard. Oh well. Welcome back. I thought maybe Maruka came by and you're like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. And then I was like, that's stupid. But that was my first thought.
No.
I had severe fever and I was so cold.
I don't know what's going on.
It's
just... It keeps disconnecting. It's not a VR error, it's a disconnection, so...
That could still be a hardware thing.
My Wi-Fi's on. My Wi-Fi's on, Wi-Fi's working. It's not disconnecting, so I don't...
That could be a hardware thing where, like, your PC is having trouble keeping up with VR. I couldn't tell you. I had severe fever and I was so cold. I wrapped myself in so many blankets. I only had COVID once, but I have a stuffy nose half the time. Yeah, that was me on Friday, Ellie. Guess Vampire Survivors really made it now? They getting a DLC this month, a collab with Konami? Ooh. I sat in the shower for over an hour moment. I'm assuming your immune system is so good, it's attacking its host, and that's why you're on suppressants? Don't feel pressure to answer that, quite personal. Ode to Castlevania DLC. Huh. I have a standing shower. And it's like got glass walls and a door, so like I could like sit in the shower and angle the shower head at me. But it's like, nah. When my parents aren't here, I'll use one of the bathtubs upstairs. It's a fucking giant bathtub. BRB? Okay. But, I don't know. If they're here, I typically don't. I do remember one time. I worked at my relative's tree nursery. This was in Louisiana. And it was so hot and humid in Louisiana, and I was so unprepared for it, that after that day, I took a shower, and there was like a seat in the shower. It was like built into the wall. And I remember just sitting on that, leaning against the wall, and falling asleep in the shower for like 10 to 15 minutes. First time my partner got it. Should have gone to the hospital. But he's a lame-o. He peaked a fever of 106? I've never heard of a fever that high. So, Vampire Survivors now has a Castlevania collab? Oh, that's cool. Can I post some pics of the outfit I chose out for the date in Discord, by the way? Yeah, sure. It'll go in neat stuff. You want some help? I like Warcraft 3 Direct Strike too much. Good! I was talking about it earlier, Big Deck. A couple days ago. But I don't think I mentioned your name. It actually made me really upset when you were like, oh boy, Warcraft 3 is so much fun. Oh boy, I'm really having fun, guys. This is a lot of fun. I'm really having a good time playing this game. Oh boy. And then like one of your mods was like, yeah, too bad no one else is watching. And you were like, oh, you're right, I'm tanking. We gotta switch games now. We gotta do something else. And I was like, no! Let him have fun! No! Please! I was like, it was a mod, so it's like, you know, someone you trust. But in my eyes, I would have been, like, if I was the mod, and they weren't, I'd have, like, purged that message right then and there. To me, like, if I was modding for somebody, bringing up view count is already a no-no. Bringing up something negative about view count is like, get the fuck out of here. Nah, I like his transparency. That's fun. Yeah, and like, it's your mod, so like, obviously, your rules, your shots. But like, to me, that's the kind of thing that like, that only brings the streamer down. And it looked like you were bummed out by it. You were immediately like, oh, I'm tanking this game. We can't play this. We gotta go play Yu-Gi-Oh! He definitely regretted telling me. Did he not want to see Yu-Gi-Oh? I remember seeing that comment and just being like, I'm upset. Nobody says that to Big Deck. But it's a mod. Ugh. I'm on prep. I'd assume that would count as something neat. I've heard people talk about those shower seats being incredible. I mean, so the reason they have them Octal Mage is for people that are old. When you get to like 60, 70, 80, you just need to be able to sit down. Especially in a shower where the heat can cause heart problems. And so for a lot of elderly people, you sit in the shower. Is it comfy when you're doing it as a luxury and not like a health thing? Yes. Oh my god, yes. Big deck, no help, only direct striking. I don't know what prep is, Sad Cat. Now you just need people to group up for it, Big deck. His funnel, yeah. I'm struggling with Chatterina right now. Not gonna lie, I want to try the strategy Warcrafts, but I wonder if there are any good custom campaigns based on WoD. Yeah, he doesn't like a lot of games I played. HIV preventative. Gotta be safe out there. You and any rainy day cheese toast. Oh, you and my rainy day. Hi, Riddle. I really enjoyed watching Warcraft on Big Deck stream. Octal, thank you. Paid endorsement. Hi, Kyo. Learned a lot about Direct Strike. Oh, that's really smart for people participating in casual, intimate interactions. Yes, it is. I ain't gonna be caught lacking. Welcome back. But it makes you get sick easier? What was I gonna say? I forgot. T-heat. Boy, I got cheese toast. Oh, I'm totally mind blanking. Wind Waker. We played Wind Waker. We streamed for like 13 hours yesterday. Pixel, isn't that a grilled cheese? Wind Waker from start to finish was legitimately fun. The only thing that was driving me nuts with Wind Waker was the music would just stop at nighttime. And like normally, when I play games, I don't give a shit. If the music stops at nighttime, it's like, okay, that gives a serene silence. Hi, Cairo. When I watch people stream and the music stops, I don't mind it. Like, to me, it's like, whatever. I care more about their voice than the music playing in the background anyway. When I was streaming it, I have never been so neurotic about having no sound in the background as much as that. There's been a few times where, like, walking, where I'm like, oh, there's no sound, that bothers me. Or, like, in a just chilling world where I'm like, hey, where'd the sound go? What gives? But playing Windgaper. Wow, that's a Freudian slip. Playing Wind Waker, and the music would stop at nighttime, I was like, why? Why? This upsets me so much. Why? Wind what? Nar didn't grill at Nopers. Things are too hard for me to have cheese toast. Damn. Hi, Cairo the Snow Bunny. Wind Waker seemed like you were having fun. I was having a lot of fun. I was definitely having more fun than Ocarina of Time. I still think Ocarina of Time is incredible. But like Wind Waker, I don't know, it just... Maybe I had played it more recently than Ocarina of Time. So it was just more fun getting into it. It was definitely I was having a good time playing Wind Waker. I wanted to go the whole way. I wanted to beat the whole game in one sitting, but I think I was just going a little slow through the puzzles. The Forsaken Fortress. We lost like 30 minutes just to me being a dumbass. In the Forsaken Fortress, we turned the lights off really quickly. And then we got to the part where you're about to get your sword back. And like, my controller didn't turn, or I didn't turn as much as I thought I was, or the game just has a low turning radius on Link. But I basically just ran off a cliff and like, jumped all the way to the bottom. And everybody's like, Euland, are you good? And I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, okay, we lose like 5 minutes from that, right? I can get back up. But I kept being impatient and getting caught by the guards, which then they're throwing me in prison. I got thrown in prison like 3 times after this. And it was like, oh god. We were there, and I've wasted like 30 minutes because I ran off a cliff, and now I'm being impatient and keep getting caught. I am so upset from this. Wind Waker is your comfort food? It's not even like my favorite Legend of Zelda. Like, if you were to tell me, hey, you were equivalently into all Legend of Zelda games at the same time, right? Like, you could just play any of them. Which one do you jump into? I'm gonna say Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom? I'm gonna go play that one. All the others are great, but Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are just near perfect for me. But yeah, went through the Forsaken Fortress a little slow because of that stupidity for 30 minutes. We did Dragon Roost Island pretty quickly. Oh, we lost a lot of time on Windfall Island. On Windfall Island, it took me a long time to get the Sail Claw. And then, after Dragon Roost, we did Dragon Roost pretty quickly. Deku Tree we did pretty quickly. The Big Fish was pretty quick. Granted, there's not a dungeon attached to that, but... The Forsaken Fortress the second time, we did this really quick, and I dumpstered Phantom Ganon. I remember struggling with Phantom Ganon as a kid, because I was really bad at the tennis. And I think I got hit once. Hi, Kumi. And then, because I had done Ocarina of Time so recently, I was like, remember my strategy for that. And so, once I did that, I didn't miss an orb. And he just fucking fell over like a loser. I think you in Fear of the Sea. No music scare him? I'm not scared of the sea, I'm scared of drowning. If I'm above water, I'm fine. The moment I'm in the water, I'm less fine and scared. Foreskin Fortress. Pixel, you made that joke yesterday. Why? Hold on. That's very hypocritical of me. I tell the same 3 jokes across 10 different Twitch chats every single day. And I'm like, Pixel, you made that joke yesterday. I gotta... I'm calling myself out there. Oh, God. You know what happens? Heard you're the mayor. I'm the goddamn president, horny jail you. Nailan's fave is Link in the Faces of Evil. I don't even know if I know what that is. Hello, Kumi. So we going kayaking with Orca? Yulin, you've made jokes? I don't make them as much with you, Big Deck, because you don't seem to respond to horny jokes as much as others do. But yes, one of my favorite jokes is somebody will say something about the game they're playing. And I'll be like, let me see. So Ellie just said, if you're scared of drowning, just close your mouth. I would like play off that and go, I'd let Ellie close my mouth, and I'd thank them for it. That one's a little stupid. But sometimes it's like, it's just fitting, right? So like a streamer's getting mad. They're like, oh my god, this guy is just cheesing. He's just using this stupid strategy and he's not good at all. All he's doing is stabbing me, or charging me with this tech and stabbing me. I'd let Big Det charge me with that tech and stab me, and I'd thank them for it. That one is actually pretty good, Ewan. Well done. No, it was awful. Faces of Evil is the one with Morshu? That doesn't tell me anything, Fanny. Ewan is the joke, horny joke. Let's go! Check yo lane. What joke? I honestly just forget. Another joke I like is, you say something, usually lewd, but sometimes something else, Big Deck. And then you followed up with wrong chat. So, like, hey, I had a really fun time seeing you at Putt-Putt Golf last night. It was really nice sneaking off to the side and, you know, having our little moment. Can't wait to see those, Can't wait to see nothing but those fat tits of yours. And nothing else in my vision again. Wrong chat, right? Something that's like, hold up, hold on. What the fuck was the right chat, right? Something that's just like, what are you talking about there, Bunk?
Yes, let me sniff those grippers. Oops,
Hi,
wrong
low fam.
chat. Hello.
One of my favorites,
Hello,
Big Deck.
Freya.
One of my absolute favorite jokes, Big Deck. Guys, I just want you to know that you genuinely mean so much to me. I don't know where I would be without you, and you've been such an inspiration and so influential in my life in a positive way. I genuinely see most of you say hi to me, and my day gets brighter. I love you all so much, and I just want you to know that I appreciate every second with you. Wrong chat.
Oops, wrong chat.
When
yeah,
you-
I was gonna say wrong chat.
When you put the fucking most wholesome, loving, and just like, guys, you mean so much to me. Just a fucking essay of it. Of nothing but good feels, and followed up with wrong chat. People are like, oh, that's so sweet. What the fuck, man? It's so funny. There's very few things that bring as much joy to me as saying that for the first time in someone's chat. Because it's so evil. Ewan wishes I'd
Yes, destroy the hope.
It fit, Ewan. Ellie is closing you months so you don't scream when he's playing. Oh, closing your mouth. Ewan wishes I would. You know the salesman in those YouTube poops? Sorry, Link, I can't do credit. Come back when you were a little richer.
Updated Cataclysm Desolus.
Yes.
Alright.
I always liked Desolus. I think it's one of the most hated zones.
I did too.
But for some reason, like, even pre-Cata, I was like, I just like this zone.
It wasn't bad. I do think it was a little bit samey, especially when
Yeah.
you're going from. I think Stone Talon was actually a very pretty zone, just in general. To then go from that to Desolus is like, but there was a lot of. It was like demons, and then you had the Coastal Naga, and then you had
The Satyr.
was it Mardon. Yeah.
The whole
Oh yeah,
centaur
then you had the
thing.
satyrs. Yeah, and then of course you had like the graveyard in the center, which was like kind of like a yeah. I think it was interesting. They definitely like had their work cut out for them, knowing that essentially they were gonna have like no ground clutter, no trees.
It's one of those
So-
things where like the story and like what's going on there when you look into it is interesting. But before
Yes,
that, you do
yes.
fly over the zone. And you're like, this place fucking sucks, dude. This place is butts. Because it's just
Yeah, like
It's
and only is it,
desolate.
and then it's literally then sandwiched between Stone Town, very pretty, actually one of my favorite zones of classic
Paralysis.
and even like Cataclysm. And then you have going into what, like directly south of what is it?
Paralysis.
Fairless, right? Oh, is it Fairless? Oh, yeah.
Paralysis
But
or
even
Fairless?
still, it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. But like, it's like, oh, this is kind of like a, it kind of gets outshined by those two zones, in my opinion.
very much so. It's I mean, definitely aesthetically. I don't know if there's much like interesting story in Fairless. Like, there's the ogres, but like, there's
Yeah, I
no.
was gonna say the ogres are interesting, right?
They are. And like the stuff directly in Dire Maul is interesting. But I don't remember giving a shit
Yeah,
about
yeah.
anything up north in Fairless. I don't remember giving
Northern
a shit.
Paralysis is useless, in my opinion. All the cool things is essentially happening near the two cities, which are basically on the southern half.
I
So I don't
I
know.
just remember it's like hunt night elf ghosts, hunt animals and get yeti pelts, hunt some satyrs near night elf ruins, and it's just like, it's just like okay.
It also does depend on, I think, what your trade skills are, because if you're going through the game and you're like leveling your trade skills as you're going, then that's also where you're hitting your like 225 and you start choosing your expertise or specializations for like leatherworking, which are also in Feralis, Fairless, what do you want to call it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it all depends on like what you're going into as well, in my opinion.
I think I forgot to say hi to Freya.
Because that's like, oh, that's like a big moment. Like, oh, I'm doing like special stuff now. Like, I'm getting cool things.
But if it was butts, wouldn't it be good on the Yulin meter? So Yulin, when do you want that cucklation art to be done? If you want to draw me being cucked, go
The
for
fuck
it.
is calculation? What the hell?
I think it's cucking and inflation. I'm of the opinion that artists
What the fuck?
are masters
You're
of
getting cucked by a
creation magic.
balloon? Like a clown? And like, I'm gonna take your wife?
I have no
Like, what's
idea.
going on here?
If somebody, artists are like masters of creation magic. If they want to draw something, even if it's me, I'm okay with it. Even if it's something that like I fucking hate, you're the artist. You can draw whatever you want. Do I want to see me getting cucked? No, no. Fair. I was just doing a gag. Yeah. I I didn't think you were serious with that, but I'm still like, what the fuck is cucklation? Now, if I'm the one cucking somebody, I'll like that
Hey,
more.
yo, get the. I mean, sure you'd like it more, but it's still. I mean, come on, man.
Look,
World
okay.
degradation.
If somebody is like, there's two sides to cucking. If somebody isn't into it, that feels gross, and I would never want to do that. I would never want to be like, hey, I'm gonna dick your girlfriend down because you can't, but hey, clean up the mess after. That's like, ugh. But I have met people that have literally.
but that's the thing. That is cucking.
Well, yes, but there's also people that are like, I want to watch. Like, I want to watch you fuck my girlfriend. And then I get seconds. Which is cucking. But it's not like, hey, loser.
I feel like that's more like swinging than cucking at that point, because I think part of cucking, at least in my eyes, is that the other person is like not okay with it, right?
I had somebody tell me they were into cucking and they wanted to be the cuck and they wanted me to be first. Now maybe they were just wrong on the terminology. Maybe they were like, I just want to watch my girlfriend fuck other people and then get leftovers.
North Prince, maybe I don't know.
I don't know. To me, it's something that's just like, what the fuck? What? I told them, like, I'm a bottom, so it's not gonna go down that way. And they're like, that's fair. Thought I'd ask. And I was like, I've never met somebody that's into this. Can we talk about this? And they were like, yeah. And they explained a lot of it to me. How, and I didn't want to call them out on this, but they were like, basically, I'm with my girlfriend. They've been encouraging me to explore things I like, things I don't like. And when we watched cucking stuff, I liked it. So we watched more and more, and it's just like, I'm into it. This is like the stuff I want to watch the most. And so now I want to do it. And I was just like, at the time I was thinking, you sure she isn't just pushing to this so that like she can fuck whoever she wants and you can't? Like, is she?
Yeah, there's that.
But
Also,
like,
it reminds me of the meme. It was like, this isn't going to awaken any weird fetish inside me, is it?
right. It was very much a moment of like, I don't know enough about, like, I haven't even met her, right? And so, if this is the case, if
it can't be like healthy for a relationship. It can't be.
I don't know about that.
Come on, it can't be. I'm
I
sure.
don't want to say
it's possible.
Look, we know some swingers that are like totally fine. Like, we think about open relationships, and it's like, I think 9 times out of 10 they fucking fail. But then you meet that 10th one, and you're like, holy shit, this seems like the most
That's
healthy
what I was gonna
relationship
say.
I've ever
It's
met,
possible
right?
to succeed. It's just like a low chance. So if you're
Yeah,
willing to
for
make
sure.
that gamble and have a lot of chaos in your life to maybe work out, then go for it.
I need to catch up. I
Mhm.
learned about size theft recently. That's wild. The scary clown fucking your wife sound like a porn? Tie you into the cuck chair? No. Isn't that part of the cucking? Halen, I think you owe someone first that wants to be cucked if you are fine with it. Oh! Saw an H like that. Holy, it was
Aw.
bad. That's just voyeurism. Ew. I don't know if I should be listening to this while at work. Have your headphones on. Top, you in question.
Yeah, I mentioned that North Prince.
Fucking having Euland on speakerphone is you're insane. Up Euland question mark. Could never. I could never plap someone if anybody else was just watching. Leftovers is crazy work. True. I'll come back later. It's in the fridge. Concern. Do you like leftovers? Pixon would put your ass in the fridge. Cuck brainwashing. Was she hot? I don't know. I never saw or met her. They streamed. I was watching them a lot. And this was when I was first being like flirtatious and lewd. This was kind of like experimenting. Because, you know, before the age of 28, I was a prude. I grew up like hardcore Christian private school. Like the idea of talking about sexual things at all outside of the closed doors of a marriage was vastly inappropriate. And so seeing people be lewd and people liking it was like, I want to be like this. I want to be part of this. And so there were streams. Selena was one of them. I'm not going to talk about the other stream because that kind of outs them. Where I would talk about this stuff. I would be flirtatious. I would be lewd. You know, Talena would play XCOM and she'd be like, Euland, what class do you want to be? And I was like, I want to be the medic. That way I can take care of everybody's physical and mental health outside of the battlefield. And it was like, you know, just whole fucking sexy nurse jokes. I would do this in the other person's streams. And I would like DM them. I would tell them like, hey, I'm kind of like just figuring myself out in life. If I'm ever going too far, you immediately just tell me to knock it off. I'm like, I feel like I'm going too far half the time. And then you're encouraging it. But if I ever like go too much, you tell me to shut the fuck up. And he's like, cool. And he never did. He encouraged it the whole time. And then at one point he was like, I have a proposition for you.
Fuck my wife.
And I was like, I am listening. What can I do for you? And he goes, I want you to fuck it, my girlfriend. And then, like, you don't have to stay, but, like, I get the leftovers. But, like, I get to watch and be a part of, like, the room, the moment, while you just fucking destroy her. And I was just like, I had to read that, look at the wall for a few seconds, blink a few times, read that again, and I was just like, okay. No. And like, just like, that caught me so off guard. I had to leave the computer and like pace around my room a few times. I was just like, what is happening? Ratatouille chef
I wonder
opening the
how
letter
they
gift.
got to that situation. Because like, there's one thing of like, oh hey, this is like perhaps a fantasy I have, and then it's like, all right, I'm gonna ask somebody to do it. That is a big jump. Like they had to type that shit out, yo. Like you had to read it. They had to like proposition it.
And here's another thing. Was I the first person to ask for that? Had they done that before?
I don't know.
That's like, I don't... there was just so many just... I don't know. But that was something that, like... You would have told me, Hi, Luis Miguel. Thank you for the follow. You would have told me, like... What is a cuck? I'd have been like, they're a loser. It's somebody who, like, you know... they're so whipped that their girlfriend or wife cheats on them, and they're so lame that they're okay with watching and won't stand up for themselves. And then I met this person, and I was like, okay, maybe that's not the case. Maybe I need to reevaluate this, because, like, if that's just what you're into, like, that doesn't make you a loser? If that's just like, you know, your choice to do that.
It depends on like what state, like in what, like I guess in nature, But like, yes,
Yes.
but like in society, probably no. It doesn't necessarily mean so. But in nature, you would be fucked, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Well, maybe not, because there's a lot of animals that have like the weird penis shapes that are designed to like scoop out previous cum.
The cuckoo bird, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we don't have barbed penises now, do we? Right?
No,
So, like,
no.
come
But
on-
like
come
in
on now.
nature, we're talking about in nature.
Yeah.
A night out and dinner, so romantic. Brainwashing sounds hot, isn't everybody? Yulin likes to put me in the cuck chair. I love Yulin on my 12-inch woofers. Yulin on your what? I have a big appetite. Low fam corrupted Yulin Satania cry. I think both Low fam and I have been corrupted. I don't think we've corrupted each
Huh?
other.
What do you mean? I'm not corrupted.
You are
If you say so.
totally corrupted. You're the horniest VTuber on
Whoa,
Twitch.
I mean, that's just the title I hold. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
I see you there, sneaky snake. Ratatouille chef opening the letter gift. Absolute decimation, choke slammer onto the bed. Make you regret getting out from bed today. People out there kissing girls
Little
thought
if
y'all were
that's
joking.
Only
cuck.
Yulin directly contributed to my corruption, huh? What?
Now, okay, it was-
Yulin.
It was about that time when I was watching you all those years ago. That was when I was kind of going through that phase. It was Elite stopped streaming, and I used to watch him every day at work. He stopped,
I do remember that actually, huh?
and then I started watching Telena. I started watching you.
Yeah.
I started watching the person who had the proposition for me. I shouldn't tell you, but I want to. But I'm like, I shouldn't be spreading that information.
I mean, you could just tell me privately. You don't have to like do it, in public.
Well, I shouldn't even be telling you
Yeah, I
privately.
didn't say about telling. Oh well, I mean, yes. Yeah. I mean, hey, I'm not gonna say shit.
Only cuck who's a
The amount
loser,
of the
sneak
amount
cuck.
of things people tell me that I don't say is pretty high.
Damn, I forgot Sneeko existed. Speak for yourself. No, that's human peepees. That's why it's mushroom shaped. I want to scrub your inside. Okay, Riddle. Lilfan was corrupted the day he married.
I was about to say that did I become say so the day I got divorced? Then like if that's what we're going by.
You became cleaner as a human being, and the company around you when you got divorced.
I mean, most likely. I mean,
Yulin corrupted me. Hell yeah. Holidays? We could do holidays. I used to be a shy boy, but now I'm metamorphosis. Give back to Lena, sad cat, do it, Sporge, soon Kui. Love that heckin' goober. I love
I am
Telena.
sad about Telena. She just got busy, right?
Yeah, she just got busy. And that's fine. That's how it goes sometimes.
That is how it be.
It sucks as a streamer when it's like, oh, this was something I was having fun doing and I can't anymore. It sucks as a viewer when you're like, I really enjoyed watching this streamer, and they don't anymore. Especially if you were like dependent on them. So like for me, I was dependent on Elite when at work. When he stopped streaming, I was genuinely struggling to get through my work days. And like that was kind of a lesson in, hey, watch yourself, don't become dependent on a streamer. It wasn't necessarily parasocial. It wasn't like I need to know what he's doing at all times. He's my best friend. It was more like being dependent on coffee, and that coffee is suddenly gone, right? That's what it was like, where I would go to
their
work.
background noise.
Yeah, I would go to work. It'd be 8 hours in a cubicle. I would watch Elite. He would go live 2 hours into my workday. And so I'd watch other people before then. He would go live, and like if they were a close friend, I would tell them like, hey, I gotta go take care of the goose, because he'd stream in a goose avatar. If it wasn't someone I knew, I usually wouldn't say that. But then I would watch him, and he would end 1 hour after I got home. Hi, Nick. And it like almost perfectly eclipsed my time at work. And when he was live,
Where did
a
it
stream
happen?
day would feel like 2 hours. And what was crazy is I would still be productive. I would look at what I did throughout the day while watching that stream, and it was like, I did a lot. I did a, like, fucking full day of work. Like, I was just fucking nose to the grindstone, pumping it out. And so, it was crazy that I was, like, still doing as much work as I was. But, like, to me, it felt like 2 hours of just watching this stream the whole time. When he quit, it was like, oh, fuck. Now what do I do?
Did they quit permanently? Like, what was the situation? Because I could have sworn, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
So the
I didn't
history-
keep up with them.
The history of Elite was that he was a Team 5 member. You know,
Oh, I'm aware.
for 3 to 6 months was streaming to like 500 people at a time. He absolutely rode like the biggest crest of the VR chat wave. And then that
There's
just,
so many people who did that.
yeah, that just dropped off insanely hard. And his numbers were just going down. He had his core group, his following, but like every day it was like he was losing 5 concurrent viewers.
That's really rough, by the way, mentally
Yeah.
to deal with.
That is incredibly difficult mentally. And it wasn't even like he was doing anything wrong. It was just like he took advantage of the VR chat wave, and then they left.
People are drifting away from VR chat.
Yeah.
I like. By the time that was over, I know there was some states going through like code restrictions were coming up. People were going back to work more. This is like, hey, I mean, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of like, I guess, industries that rode that wave.
This was specifically 2017. This wasn't like COVID
Oh
times.
wait, woo!
This was
wait.
Team
The
5.
thing is, like that whole wave of that lasted through like 2019. Like, it's kind of when it really died out.
There was like a
But that's just VR
really
chat in general, I
big
guess.
wave of like VR chat where it was like people were watching it like Fortnite. Like people were watching VR chat like it was the game on Twitch. And then
Oh, I remember. I was there. That's when I started.
Yeah.
Like, I started. I think like December of like 1 year, and then in 2017. So it must have been December of 2016 or something. To go into watching VR chat, getting headset, and the rest is history. Here I am now.
it was very much like it peaked and then it was just slowly in decline. I think now it's like rising. VR chat is like the people
I mean,
playing VR
they've
chat are
actually-
rising. But on Twitch,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was like it spiked hard early on, and a lot of people got
On Twitch, it's
partnered.
kind of fucked, honestly, at the moment.
Yeah, on Twitch VR chat back then, I don't know why it just peaked so hard and then crashed so hard. And so for Elite, bye Fanny, good luck. For Elite, he got partnered. A lot of the Team 5 dudes got partnered. And then they just, even though they were doing nothing wrong, even though they were like totally fine streamers and like within a good rhythm, making good content, the numbers were just going down because people were leaving VR chat. And so it was just a super mentally draining time of, rebrand yourself and go variety and like really tank your numbers right now, but like maybe pick it back up as a variety streamer, or just stay VR chat and they go down.
I mean, that's
Elite-
what you get for niching.
Yeah. For Elite, he went variety, which did not help his numbers. He never really found his stride as a variety streamer. And he got to the point where he wasn't able to pay his rent. And so he was like, look guys, rent is rent, and I'm not paying it right now. So I need to. We've gone 3 months in the red. This is it. I'm still planning to stream, but obviously this has been pretty demoralizing. I'll come back when my head is back. And so he disappeared for like 6 months to a year or something. He came back, said, I miss streaming, I'm gonna stream every day. And he streamed for 500 days every single day or something. I remember that happening. He was like, what the fuck? After that, he was like, okay, yeah, I'm burnt out and I don't want to do this again. So I'm gonna take another break. And it was like, okay, dude. He disappeared
It's like
for...
planning to fail, essentially.
He had fun doing it. I will say that. But like, there were days where, you know, he'd do a 30-minute stream because he's like, guys, I'm phoning it in today. At this point, he was doing, I think, construction work and maybe Uber Eats. And he had very cheap
That's
rent.
like 2 jobs.
Well, I think the Uber Eats was like just a little bit extra. He wasn't like doing a full 40 work week of Uber Eats. And then, you know, if he had a good week on Twitch, he'd be like, well, I don't have to do as much Uber Eats this week. He after 500 days, I think he took another break. And then he came back very sporadically. And then just recently, he just disappeared. Came back after 2 months, came back for like a month, and was like, yeah, I wasn't ready to come back. I'm going to disappear again. And it's been like 6 to 8 months. I don't even know if he's like posted in his Discord. I'm a mod for him. And every now and then people DM me and they're like, hey, where's Elite? And I'm like, he's enjoying real life, buddy. All we can do is wish him well.
Honestly, it's one of those things where I feel like there's a lot of streamers I know who they had an opportunity and they didn't know what it was and they didn't know the dangers because they essentially like, whoa, I'm getting like 500 people. At that moment, you should have already been getting outside of your niche. Like if you're already that successful, you should have been doing variety at that moment. There's a few streamers who I know who actually did say whoops.
Yep.
Like for example, I know like Amish Doink also did as well, right?
Well,
they immediately started doing variety.
Sort of.
Or Poke, what do you want to say?
Poke didn't get big from
I know Whoops did. I think it definitely helped.
I mean, it helped, but he was big from Overwatch. Like, he was already 1,000 viewer streamer from Overwatch.
But we can say Whoops, right?
We can definitely say Whoops. Whoops was very smart, very calculated in his career as a streamer.
Yes, he's very specifically. I mean, I don't know what they are these days, but they definitely like, oh hey, VR chat's not gonna last. I should start doing stuff now. I remember them doing like Call of Duty stuff and doing like other events that are obviously very outside of it, and their audience was very receptive to that, and so they survived compared to where I think a lot of other people died.
I think his main game is Final Fantasy, but he still does a lot of like group survival crafting stuff. So like I saw he did Raft a little bit ago. Not gonna lie, it's still funny to me how in my first relation I was so nervous about telling them about my hypnokick. Then they reminded me they were a furry and seemed much worse. Addition, you started my corruption and Soul is adding to it? Yeah, you were already corrupt. Air suicide. No, Air was like, can I make a joke? Haha, dicks. I don't know how to do an Air impression at all. Air was very much nowhere near as lewd as he was when I met him, and I've had a few talks with him, and he's come out of his shell a little bit. And it's not just me. This is something Air wanted, and me and others have been like, yeah, go for it. I'm so parasocial on this Moogle. That was Elite streamer? Yes. Is that the cute and adorable Ewan I see? It is. And, shit, where did it go? Who is the cutie next to you? That is Lofam. Goosey Juice Nick, where's Icy Fire?
Cutie next
Icy
to?
Fire. Yeah, you.
Who's asking that?
That's Nick Custody. Icy Fire.
Oh, hello, Nick.
Went to go play, I think, Monster Hunter. They want to kill Fatalis before Wild, which in 2 days we get Wild's news.
I wonder if there's going to be a demo for it.
There is. There's always a demo for Monster Hunter.
I mean, was there a demo for World?
Yes.
I don't remember. I know there was for Rise. I did Rises.
They've been
Marshmallow
doing...
destroyed you.
I remember playing the Monster Hunter Try demo.
Wow.
That demo was fucking wild.
Icy, did you do it with Weibo?
You beat Fatalis yesterday? Hell yeah. Imagine having a life outside Glyphany. Alright, Fire. Nobody have corrupt me. Oh, Error is a menace on TikTok. How are you, Riddle? So, you were there awakening? I like to think I was. Shush. How are you, Ellie? I didn't tell you if Pixel yesterday. How are you, Air? I have COVID. Nope. How are you, Pixel? Yeah. Yeah, Ellie has COVID again, sadly. Hopefully it's not gonna hit him too hard, but holidays. I told Icy Fire we were gonna do the holidays, and then we instantly got distracted. Back to the Future Day. Does a movie really need its own holiday? It's a good movie. Does it really need its own holiday?
I would say if possible, but I don't think that one particularly deserves of it. I think if you were going to do another movie around that time frame, Ghostbusters would probably be one that I would choose over Honey, You Know I Shrunk the Kids kind of situation.
Mm-hmm. Apple Day.
But that's just me.
Babbling Day. Celebration of the Mind Day. Check Your Meds Day. Count Your Buttons Day. That's stupid. Garbanzo Bean Day. Global Iodine Deficiency Disorders Prevention Day. International Adjust Your Chair Day. International Day of the Nacho. Okay, I like that one. Multicultural Diversity Day. National Clean Your Virtual
Did you say
Desktop.
nacho, not nachos?
Nacho, no S. Just International Day of the
Just
Nacho.
nacho.
Just
Single.
a
just
singular
one
nacho. Yes.
That's all right.
National Mezcal Day. National Pets for Veterans Day. National Pumpkin Cheesecake Day. National Witch Hazel Day. Reptile Awareness Day. And World Bologna. It's Bolognese, but I'm like, I can't remember if you pronounce the G or not. Bologna's
Wait,
Ragu
is
Day.
it bologna?
Yeah, but
Oh, bolognese?
it's Bolognese. It's like Nese.
So I both believe bolognese and bologna came from the same place in Italy, which is an actual like town, city.
Mm.
Yeah, it's Bolognese.
Okay,
Yeah,
Bolognese.
see,
Okay.
bolognese.
World Bolognese
You have
Ragu Day.
bologna and then you have bolognese. So Bologna.
I think Pumpkin Cheesecake Day wins. I
It's
think
pretty good. It's not
International
bad.
Day of the Nacho is okay.
If it was
but
nachos,
like,
perhaps.
yeah. Why is it
perhaps.
singular? Why is it singular?
Yeah, exactly.
Garbanzo Bean
Also,
Day
it sounds
is
like
pretty
it's
good.
like a proper noun. It's like, oh, it's the nacho, the
Ver-
singular thing that all nachos are based off of.
Uh-huh. There were a lot of holidays that are like, this is a good message, you know? Pets for Veterans Day. Clean your virtual desktop. Multicultural diversity. But I'm like, this doesn't need to be a holiday. This is just like, hey, these things are important. I'm getting really tired of those holidays. Yeah, pumpkin cheesecake wins. Hands down. Oh, that's the wrong...
Also, hello, Freya.
Okay, I got chocolate rice. Champorado? I've never heard of that. Doing great, pretty good. Was up early, so I got nice coffee. Dude, I did Wind Waker yesterday, right? I went to bed right after, and I woke up at 2 a.m., and I got to sleep like 2 hours since then, but I feel like I've been up for 10 hours now. Anything me too? Eat your meds.
Oh, you're gonna be sleepy.
Yeah, I am. As soon as this stream ends, I'm gonna take a long nap. Is that the cute and adorable Frey I see? It is. Single one, certified nacho moment. The plural of nacho is nachi. We're allowed a singular nacho today? Bolognese bolognese. Bolognese, huh? How are you, North? Bolognese. Get on your knees day. Just had lunch. How about you? Want to put syrup all over you and pumpkin cheesecake? Oi, oi, oi. Gotta fight me for it. I fight going down on people. Only thing on my desktop is a recycling bin and this unavoidable click to learn more about this picture that I don't give a fuck about. Freya, may I please pet the tail? Hi, Freya. Kiss mommy. Did you ever play Wind Waker, little fam?
No, I've never played any Zelda. I mean, I've played. Okay, let me correct that. I have dabbled in Zelda, as in like I've played very small amounts of Zelda, but I never like sat down and be like, I am going to play Zelda and I'm going to beat this game. I've never done that.
You've done it like you were at a friend's house and you were like, oh, I can
So, like, so for example, when I was younger, my sister had a Zelda game, and I played a little bit of the Zelda game, but I never like beat it. Right? I was always
Yeah.
the Pokemon kid, right? And
Yeah.
she had like other games.
Hmm. I for me, I played Banjo-Tooie, and I fucking love this game. And in 4th grade, I had a friend who was like,
Tooie? Is that like one of the most hated like
No.
N64 games ever?
"What? No, you're thinking of
Because
Nuts
there
and
was
Bolts."
No, I'm thinking. So there was 2 Banjo games. There was like Banjo
Kazooie
Zooie,
and Banjo-Tooie.
yeah, and then Banjo Tooie is like one of the most hated N64 games.
You are so grotesquely wrong on that, because it's one of the few sequels that everybody looks at as better than the original. Everybody looks at Banjo-Kazooie
Well,
as like,
I have literally. You're the first person out of many people I've heard that even like the game.
See, you have to be confusing it
Stay in
with
the game.
something.
Let them like it.
you have to be
No,
confusing it
I'm
with
not.
something.
It's definitely Banjo Tooie.
There's no way, because literally
Banjo Kazooie.
everybody looks at Kazooie as like,
Mhm.
this game is amazing, it's great, it's a 10 of 10. And then Tooie is like, it's better. I don't know how they did it, but it's literally better. There's no way. How many people have you heard say that? It has to be, they have to be
At least
talking about
5.
Nuts and Bolts.
Very specifically Banjo Tooie, the sequel to Banjo Kazooie.
You either have to be messing it up,
Dude.
there's no way. Or you are specifically targeting
not joking.
people in an insane asylum. You are targeting people that like recently had a lobotomy, and you're like, what do you think of Banjo-Tooie? And they're like,
Look,
bad.
it's their opinion, not me. This is literally the first time I've ever heard of anything positive from that game.
is so
Like at
wild.
all. Most of the time it's like, oh my, I fucking hate this game. It's just too much. They thought they just went too excited. Like, I'm telling you, man. Yeah, this is the first time I've heard any positive words.
We need to move on. You need to when people say Banjo-Tooie, you need to stop saying it's bad, because you need to say, I've had 5 people say it's bad, and then I just saw 10 people say Tooie is better. Because like, it's just, name names. I need to know who these people are. Do I know some of them? Because what the fuck?
No, they're in a different community.
Okay. I played Banjo-Tooie. I love the fuck out of this game. This was like the first game I played where I was like, because I'd been playing Nintendo 64 games for like 2 years at this point. You know, I'm like 8 years old. No, I might have been like 7 at this point. And I'm like, I play a game, but it's like, oh, let's go play outside. Oh, let's go do this thing. Oh, let's go draw, right? But Banjo-Tooie was the first game where it was like, I just want to play this for 8 hours in my room. Oh, it's Saturday? I want to play this for 16 hours in my room. This is the first game where my parents were like, hey, you're playing video games a lot. And I was like, yeah, and I'm having fun. Like, this is the first game that I obsessed over. I go to school and I'm like, Banjo-Tooie is the best game ever. You know, as a 7 or 8 year old who's played a whole 10 games at most, right?
Exactly,
Granted,
yeah.
I still think it's one of the best games ever, but I'm sitting there going, it's one of the best games ever. My friend, he's like, no. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is the best game ever. In fact, recently Majora's Mask came out, and that game is like, it's amazing. It's incredible. It's one of the best games ever. It's certainly better than this silly, goofy-ass, Mickey Mouse looking Banjo-Kazooie game. And I was like, no, you're wrong. And you haven't played Banjo-Tooie, so you can't say shit. And he's like, well, you haven't played Legend of Zelda, so you can't say shit. Here's what we'll do. I'll go buy Majora's Mask. You go buy Banjo-Tooie. We'll play them. 100% them. And then we'll come back in a month. So I did that. I went and played Majora's Mask. I fucking loved it. It's amazing. And I came back.
I was about to say, Banjo-Tooie 100% is a bit rough of a...
Is it? I would say it's
There's a lot of collectibles.
There's a lot, but
Right.
like, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's more difficult than Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time. I'd say it's about the same. Collection-wise. You know, after like 2 or 3 weeks, I come back to school. And I'm like begrudgingly like, man, this is gonna suck. I have to admit, Majora's Mask was fucking awesome. I'm not even thinking about, what did they think of Tui? And I'm like, I'm sorry. I still think Tui is better, but Majora's Mask was pretty fucking good. And he was like, wow, I feel exactly the same. I still like Majora's Mask more, but Banjo-Tooie was fucking awesome. And so we like literally handshook like, okay, both of our games are the best game ever.
We don't agree, but good. You have a decent opinion.
You have earned decent opinion and respect. That was the first Legend of Zelda game I played. After that, I played Ocarina of Time, but I was too scared to beat the Shadow Temple. And then from then on, I was like, if a Legend of Zelda game comes out, I play it. Wind Waker came out. I was mad about the graphics. I thought it was too cartoony and stupid at first. But then I had a friend say, once you play the game and you see Link's personality and the like graphics of the world, it's fitting. You wouldn't want it any other way. It had to be like this. And like, then I went and played it and I was like, I 100% agree with him. Link's expressions especially just fit so well with the cel-shaded graphics that it's perfect. And it's one of the most timeless Legend of Zelda games.
It's a little bit more of a lighthearted story, is it not?
Yeah, not really. It's still kind of dark.
When you compare it to like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask for sure.
I would say it's about the same as Ocarina of Time. I would say Majora's Mask is like just darker.
Crazy looking monsters. Majora's is definitely.
Well, I'm looking at story. If we're talking about the world setting, yes, it's definitely goofier. It's definitely like more silly. But there's like.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember the opening. I've seen the opening of Wind Waker where they're like, "Oh, I'm stuck on a tree. Oh, please come help me. Oh, save me!" Like, it's definitely more cartoony, right?
Oh, yeah.
Than Ocarina or Majora's Mask.
Yeah, but there's moments. There's like story beats where you're like, "Wow, this is incredibly depressing and sad." This is like not a fun thing to deal with. This character was fucking murdered. Like. The darkness of the world in Wind Waker is there. It's just very bright and vibrant colors. Whereas the darkness of Ocarina of is like, it's there, and it looks fucking shitty. But like...
I mean, it's N64, what are you gonna expect, right?
Well, like, it looks shitty, but I also mean, like, you go to Hyrule Castle after the time skip, and, like, it's like a ruined wasteland full of zombies. Like, it's just...
Oh, yeah.
Like, aesthetically, it's shitty. Conceptually, it's shitty. Whereas there's a few places that are like shitty in Wind Waker. Like there's one island that Ganondorf just destroys and kills everybody on the island. He shows up and like you go there because you're trying to get one of the orbs to like unlock this tower to get the Master Sword. You go there and it is just like the island's dead. It is just shattered like it was hit by a meteor. And like you can see there was a village here. Like they're the remnants of buildings and there is no living being on this island. And like Coral, the King of Red Lions, is sitting there going like, "Oh my god, this is awful. Oh my god, I knew Ganondorf was getting strong, but I thought we had more time. This is bad, this is really bad." And it's like, oh, this kind of fucking sucks. The Wind Waker graphics though are very fitting, especially for Link, because like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask Link, he's very expressionless, except for Majora's Mask Link when he's putting a mask on and screaming in pain. Other than that,
yes, fun stuff. Yes,
he's almost like the Sun and Moon protagonist, where like they just stand there blank face, just like, "Yep, I'm here." Link does a nodders sometimes. But other than that, it's just like somebody tells them to do something, they go somewhere. In Wind Waker, he finds an item, and like, depending on how cool it is how excited he is. So he'll get the hookshot, and his face is just fucking beaming. He's like, "This is the coolest thing ever. I want a hookshot to everything now." But like, he gets the green tunic, and his face is just disgust. He's like, "This, I don't want to fucking wear this." And his grandma's like, "Oh, come on, you only have to wear it for a day. It's, It's a tradition. And like he just has this face of like, this fucking sucks, bro. I don't want to wear this. It's very, very fitting. After that was Twilight Princess. This was the dark, gritty, more Ocarina of Time with better graphics that people wanted. Then there was Skyward Sword, which... It's a good game, but I think it's a very low Legend of Zelda game. I didn't like his lips. His lips look fucking weird in that game.
Which one did you just mention? Skyward Sword?
Skyward Sword.
A lot of people, I've heard a lot of people didn't like, I guess, like what people looked like in that game.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I agree with that. It had weird graphical choices where like main characters were pretty and then all the side characters are just fucking lumpy and misshapen. It had high definition. Like this was the first one where they show Gorons with nipples and you're like, why? Why? Oh no, I think Ocarina of Time they had nipples too, but like it was weirdly defined in Skyward Sword, the Goron nipples. The story was a little weird, and the big thing was motion controls. They were pushing the Wii U, and they were like, motion control Legend of Zelda, and so it was like forced. You couldn't just play without motion controls, and so it was not quite ready for it. I played it, wasn't it Wind Waker Link that was discussed to get the Hero Tunic? Yes, and that's what I was saying on Terra. Wind Waker Link, on his birthday when he gets the green tunic, he's just like, this fucking sucks, bro. After Skyward Sword, they did a bunch of like handheld games. They did Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, Minish Cap. And those
Minish Cap was GBA. I think that would have been before even Skyward Sword.
I don't know where it's placed
because
in the timeline.
Minish Cap is Game Boy Advanced. I think.
Well, Minish
Phantom
Cap came
Tracks...
after Wind Waker, though, right?
I don't know.
Because I want to say.
I mean, I can look it up here 1 second.
Okay. Wind Waker started the cartoony stuff, and then all the handheld games were the cartoony graphics, I think. And Wind Waker was GameCube.
Okay, so Wind Waker came out December of 2002. So pretty early. And what was the other game? So
Minish Cap.
Minish Cap release date. Oh wow, it came out after 2004, and it was on the Game Boy Advance. Game Boy Advance. I guess I'm just misremembering what the era of when Game Boy Advance was.
Well, I'm pretty
interesting.
I'm pretty sure Wind Waker was like, this was cartoony graphics and started like the split where they've got the realistic console
because
games.
Minish Cap was also very cartoony.
And then they had the cartoony Minish Cap, Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass.
Minish Cap looks good though, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
The pixel art did it really well from what I can tell with Minish Cap. I actually want to play Minish Cap.
I haven't played Minish Cap,
there's a
Spirit
bird.
Tracks, or Phantom Hourglass, as well as a lot of the 2D ones.
I haven't heard good things of Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks. I didn't hear great things. But then I could be wrong.
I also haven't, but I have them, so I'm like more interested in them than the other ones. Breath of the Wild came out. People either love that one or hate it. I think Breath of the Wild is fucking peak. Spirit Tracks solid. I will say,
I wouldn't want them to do essentially another 2 games of that though. I'll say that.
I would want them to do the open world of them, but more of a like hardline story that's like you have to do it this way. But I want the open world.
So you want like dungeons?
I would like better dungeons, yes. 5.9 miles.
Congratulations.
Do you recognize this area?
I have been smithing. Give me a second. We're in like house. Well, I mean, this isn't World of Warcraft.
It's not. I think you played this game though.
This looks kind of like Guild Wars 2.
That's it. But do you
honest.
recognize the area? You have the game.
I did not play much of Guild Wars 2.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did.
No, I did not. I played a little bit on release, and quickly I realized it was not a game that I liked.
Hmm.
If I came into it now, I think it would be different because I'd probably be looking for a different experience than say what World of Warcraft was giving at the time. Because
Mm-hmm.
let's see, let me look. Guild Wars 2 release date was
Right at MOP.
2012.
Right before MOP.
Right before MOP. So it was like end of Cataclysm. I was like, I think I was actually deployed, so I was coming back. I came at like near the end of Cataclysm, beginning of Mists of Pandaria, and then I went deployment again. So I missed all of. I came back to essentially Throne of Thunder, and Throne of Thunder was really good.
Throne of Thunder was so.
So I played a little bit of Guild Wars 2. It was like, yeah, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm. I played Guild Wars 2 at launch. It was a game that I had been waiting for a long time.
I actually liked a lot of the combat system though. I will say the combat, even to this day, feels better than World of Warcraft.
I would agree with that.
The gearing and
I think it's
progression
close,
is
but
just whatever.
yeah, I hate the gearing. Wildstar is my favorite combat. Guild Wars 2, Blade and Soul are like kind of right under it.
Riddle says that I'm not wrong about Banjo-Tooie.
Who?
Nobody. Don't worry about that. Just don't. There's dozens of us.
It sounded like you said
I
Fredo.
don't have a particular opinion. No, I said the Riddle.
Oh, Riddle. Well, Riddle just fucking makes shit up. So like you could completely disregard because he didn't even play it.
I mean, it's Riddle. I like Riddle though.
Oh, I love Riddle. But the guy's a goofball. And he's so contrarian sometimes.
Mm.
All right. What was that? 5.9? Yeah. 5.94, which is so close to rounding up. 5.9 miles, and now...
Lady, hear me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right. As we dance.
Oh my god, he called me a shit talker. You are!
You're
Who
my
redeemed
delight.
karaoke? Who did it?
Lady, I just feel like I won't get you out of my mind. I feel loved for the first time. You know, true. Oh, I can't do this. It's so hard. Your eyes. Dun, 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 dun,
Avatar.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I actually have to turn my trackers
Where'd you
around.
go? Oh,
I'm fixing my trackers. I don't want them looking at me changing my calibration. That's so embarrassing.
Lady, hear me tonight, 'cause my feeling is just so right. As we
Right.
dance by the moonlight.
Here.
Can't you see? You're my delight. Lady,
My left hand is
I just
pissing me
feel
off
like-
today.
like I'll get you out of my mind. I feel loved for the first time. And I know that it's true. I can tell by the look in your eyes.
Where are we going? Oh, I know where. We're going to Moonlit Wandering, because we haven't been there in ages. What is that over there? Portal. Alright. I am way behind on chat. You're so funny, Icy Real Nerd. What? No, Low Fam? No, Banjo-Kazooie exists. I've never played it. You're confusing us, Low Fam. There's no way. I'm not. No fucking way. Tracker 3 battery is low. Yeah, it's better. It's one more than the first. There's historical records that Banjo-Tooie was good. Top play Zelda, bottom play Pokemon, throw knife, fight, fight, fight. Oh yeah, music. I didn't turn that on for you guys. It sold 1.5 worldwide in 2008. Banjo 1 is tight as fuck. 2E has so much more content, but is a little bit more loose. Low fam, negative 900 aura. Like, if you want a nice, tight, polished package, 1 for sure. I believe low fam, it's not my opinion, it's from a Mario community. So wrong. Yes, what are we talking about? Prepubescent UU. I'm just poking the fire. I've never played Nintendo. That's hard. But I would say 2E is better than Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask Dungeon is bad. I will die on this hill. That's fair. Nintendo 64 just a hassle collecting, in my opinion. Right at moment we did it. Hi, Cairo. Is that the cute and adorable Cairo I see? I did some collecting when people were selling them for 10 bucks each. Now people know the value of them. It's quite hard. What happened to Freya? Other Wolf Girl avatar? The one she was using for a long time got, like, taken down or has problems, so she can't use it anymore, sadly. She's been looking for a new one. She found a new one today that was really cute. Freddy Fish was a good game back then. Hi, North Prince. Coral mentioned. Wasn't it Wind Waker Link? Yes, the girl on nipples had plus 40k polygons and 4k textures. Like you said, Skyward. I know, how do you not? He mentioned Sphere Track solid, Phantom Hourglass is good except main areas, Breath of the Wild to speak. So happy to hear you say that, Cairo. Have them both on OGDS. Low fam, you're not wrong about Banjo too. Yeah, fuck you, Riddle. Keep going, you got it. Oh my god, I love Skyrim. Gran Turismo, beautiful. Like Cairo used to say, ton of fake wow nerds. Whittle doesn't lie. I mean, it's Riddle. Tracker 5 battery is low. Oh god. I mean, it's Riddle, grain of salt. Imagine being contrarian. Oh my god, he called me a shit maker. Shit talker. I've never played a single Banjo-Kazooie game, so I no opinion on it. Yeah, dude, that's fucking gross. Nice calibration, dude. Yuli sent you a thing for Afterstream? Okay. Wait, is Lofam taller, wow? Anytime he joins me, he's so tall compared to me, he has to, like, squat down. Yulin D-Light, fantastic rendition, Lofam.
This is because everyone is fucking short in this game. I swear to God.
Yeah, well,
You guys aren't even like normal heights.
You wanted to be a fucking Amazon goddess, so like it's normal height if everyone's doing it. If everyone is this tall, it's normal.
You guys should just be taller as well. It's okay.
Yeah, everybody should change
just
for
scale
you.
your mind.
Everybody should change for you.
Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you recognize.
Oh my goodness. I need a drink.
You make me do this. You make me drink.
I gotta turn my Moogle back on. Dude, I don't know what is happening with my fucking camera today. It, like, doesn't want to stay in my hands. Oh! My tracker batteries were not low. They're dead. Well then.
That's not good.
It's because I forgot to charge them yesterday. We finished Wind Waker, and I just threw them on the beanbag, and then today I went to like go put them on, and I was like, oh no, they're 50%. I'm actually surprised they got through today. But that's fine. That's fine. We'll just not have trackers. Oh, how's my hand? Was that Octomage?
How tall are you IRL? Love him.
I am 5'10".
So my character is taller than me, IRL.
I'm
Oh,
5'3".
yes.
So if you were 5'10", here, this would be right about the height I'd be then.
All right, this is the best I can do without
What
trackers.
is your centimeter? Does it say your model's at? It should be one like.
Well done, Ewan. Thank you. Oh wait, actually, I don't want my hands to die, so I'm going to grab this thing and plug them in now. Okay. The right one is like on its way to death. The left one I was charging while I was walking, but the right one was like, I couldn't swing my arm while I was charging, so I unplugged it. I'm happy that it made it this long. I don't know about you guys. If I have my headset on, I cannot plug trackers in. Trackers? I can't plug, like, the charging cables in. But if I'm, like... The moment I take my headset off, I'm like, oh, I can see it. Totally fine, and I can. Alright. I've never played a single Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah, dude, that's fucking gross. Nice calibration, dude. Really sent you think for after. Wait, Lofam is telling you. Yulin Delight. Fantastic rendition, Lofam. No, Yulin is just short. Is that the cute and adorable Logitech I see? It is. Well done, Yulin. Thank you, Real. Just take the compliment, Lofam, holy. I'm just sus of compliments is all. I don't give many of them. You get a lot of them, Lofam. What the fuck? Would Tui be something you recommend people to play, Yulin? Yes. I would say play Kazooie first, and then play Tui. But yes, they're fantastic games. I wouldn't recommend paying for them. You know, you can play them for free. But yes. And well, better alienate me just to be safe. I need a drink too. Would be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time. Yulin is a small bean. Imagine meeting Yulin to IRL and his under my hip stall. I'm not that small. Well done, Legland. 200. I'm late with the bits, GG's. Thank you so much, Octal. It means a lot to me. How are you, Octal Mage? Yulin's tiny. I'm great. Just got into bed. How about you? Freya's at boob height. Why is Freya never there when I'm there? I smell a conspiracy. Your trackers died. Oh my god. I had the low bat noise. Yeah, I forgot to charge them yesterday. I took them off and I was like, I don't want to like take the time of plugging them in and like moving stuff around. I just want to get straight into Wind Waker as fast as possible. When I'm doing like a game transition or like taking a break, I have the sense of people are waiting for me. I cannot be on a pause screen for any amount of time, so I will fucking rush. So I just like, I took my trackers off, threw them on the beanbag, consumed a bowl of cereal, and then started Wind Waker. Oh, we were just talking about trackers dying yesterday and it happened. I know, Octomage. I was really just like, I haven't had them die in like half a year. It's been so long. And then like this morning they were like just not charging. I was like, fuck. I don't know if you saw my chat before I went live, but I literally just typed in fuck full caps into my chat and Ontario was like, yeah. Heard skill diff in my opinion. Oh, it's impossible to plug in for me. Dude, I have the headset off. I take the cord, goes right in. I have the headset on. It's like, I know. It's like, I've literally got it lined up already. And it just, I have to fucking fiddle with it for 20 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it going in? Pyro's best cutie, agreed. Hi, Nick. Classic USB. Until observed, it is neither right side up or side down and cannot be plugged in. Basically. Woohoo, 5.9 miles. You did great today, Yulin. Thank you. Skill issue plug. I mean, really, it is. I don't know why I struggle so much with it, but I apparently just need to see the fucking plug. You're on my right. My dumbass looked at my fucking OBS and was like, she's on my left. Woohoo, hoy loaf. To be fair, us talking about charging controllers probably contributed to the charging issue, Hoy Octal, because you were late to swap. Hello. Maybe you should get those little magnetic thingies. I don't think that would help. No, I think the issue was I just didn't plug them in after Wind Waker. It really would have taken an extra like 10 seconds to plug them in. But I just, we went straight into Wind Waker. Oh, you know what it was? I didn't want to plug them in and then have to unplug them for Wind Waker. I didn't want it to do the like, hey, we're fully charged sound, and then get up and unplug them. And so I was like, I just gotta remember to plug them in after Wind Waker, and I just fucking forgot. The MagSafe USB chargers are cool. I got some for micro USB. These aren't actually these aren't USB chargers. They're like USB-C. They can go in either way. But yeah, you know, it's fine. They were 50%. It would have been a bigger problem if it wasn't Wind Waker yesterday. If I had killed my trackers taking a nap yesterday, that would have been bad, because then they all would have been at 0%, right? But because I had only done the walk and gone straight into Wind Waker, they were all at 50%. So I was able to, you know, do 3 hours of walking, and then they died. It's actually funny that they died as I was laying down. USB-C, Man of No Fate. What are you talking about? You need to will the USB to be up or down. Ellie. Is that the cute and adorable Ellie I see? It is. It is. God, my fucking arms are bothering me so much. We talked about Legend of Zelda and other things the entire time. I didn't go through my notes at all. I only have like, well, I had 5 stories. One of them was just Wind Waker. My chattering nose flipping the fuck out. Did you at least do holidays? We did. The best holiday was Pumpkin Cheesecake Day, Octal. There was also International Day of the Nacho. Singular, not nachos. The singular nacho. Why did they do it like that? I don't know, but Pumpkin Cheesecake Day was the winner. Why is Ellie and Freya so very cute together? I don't know. They're just, you know, personality, dedication, discipline, effort. Former McDonald's employee herself. Speaking of McDonald's, I know we don't like to get political, but Trump worked at a McDonald's yesterday. He wanted to see what the average person does. And so he worked at McDonald's. And yeah, it was fucking weird. Because he didn't just work at a McDonald's and like see how tough it is. It was a closed McDonald's. They rented out the McDonald's for the day. And they had supporters come up and put in fake orders. And they just had like him weirdly shaking fries while half the employees just stood there watching him because they had no fucking workflow to deal with. And so it was like, what? Also, they apparently broke 2 health code violations. And so it's so weird. Hey, what the fuck?
And before McDonald's corporate shuts that franchise down.
I hope so. That's a sandwich I'd like to be a part of. Hell yeah. Eland, who's the cutie next to you? This one is Ellie. This one is Freya. Over there is Logitech. Up here is LoFam. He should make his own fast food chain. Why? It would just go under and like fail like everything else he makes, like his fucking social media platform. I have something in common with him now. Hey, what the fuck? Put the fries in the bag, Trump. It is always funny seeing how bad politicians are at cooking food. Your connection to VRChat timed out. Verify connection and try again. When celebs do burgers, Mr. Beast Burger. Timed out, call it the orange. Yeah. Yeah. Euland is in timeout, I guess. Oh my god, I can't believe the VRChat devs are all fucking MAGA Trumpers. What the fuck? I timed out last night while sleeping. Yeah, I literally blinked. I was there watching you, Cairo, and then I blinked and suddenly you were gone. I was like, what the fuck, where'd he go? And then I like checked the VRChat settings to see if you just left somewhere. God, I look so fucking weird without trackers. I hate it.
I know, it's like, what the fuck though?
That was me timing out.
They were
Welcome back.
wondering.
Thank you.
LoFam got hit too.
Oh, did he? Oh, so it wasn't even just me, it was like multiple. Okay. Huh. Bad Euland. Oh god. I can't get that from you, Octal. We can't, not on stream. That made me jump thinking I disconnected from something. VR chat sell to Trump. Server hiccup must have been a cluster. Low fam is Diddy. No, what the fuck? No, low fam is not Diddy. His failed alcohol, his failed hotel, his failed watch brand, his failed airline, his failed book, his failed cologne. Yeah, it's L.
Failed
Diddy.
casino. Bankrupt a casino. That's always a funny one.
Failed social media platform. I guess that one hasn't failed yet, but it's like doing horrendous. He probably did he do a cryptocurrency? I don't remember if he did or not.
He did NFT.
He's attempting to do one and it's failing hard.
Nice. Casinos are so easy, so they print money. Casinos are so easy too, they print money. He just launched a token last week. Great. All these things, he just gets such a fast payout and then just walks away from it. It's like, bro, how? How do they keep giving him money? And then here's the other thing. He never pays his fucking rallies. Every time he books a venue, and it's like, okay, we're gonna pay you $20,000 to like have a venue or have a rally at this place. He just doesn't pay them. He literally just has the rally and like puts them on the block list for his phone. And it's like, it literally just keeps happening and he keeps getting venues. Oh, didn't mean to turn. How the fuck can you bankrupt a casino when you launder money? Basically, you got 0 from the token. The first couple million went to the devs, and they only got a couple million. Is wash machine money probably human traffic money? I don't know. It's insane to me. What the fuck was that? It sounded like it was a fucking garbage disposal in the kitchen above me. It actually sounds like something's being dragged across the floor upstairs. Can you? I don't know if you guys can hear it all when I'm talking. I know it's not picking up on the mic if I'm not talking. Yeah, I am so fucking ready for this election to be over so that I can find news again. Because Trump does something or Kamala does something, and every single post on Reddit is just that story over and over and over again. Welcome back. You and I both timed out. Go look what it is. No, I'm not gonna look.
It was your fault.
It
was you.
No, it wasn't. Why was it my fault? Wouldn't it at least be our faults? Our faults. Wouldn't it both be both of us together?
Okay, I can take that one.
Okay. I don't mind
That's
it
a
being my
deal I
fault if
can
I get
take.
to like have you with me though.
Okay.
I saw a VR game, which we're probably gonna watch a trailer for it soon. But I saw a trailer for a VR game called I Am Cat VR. And basically, you play as a cat in a house with an old lady. And you just fucking like jump up on the shelves and knock stuff off the shelves. You can also throw the stuff at her and just fucking like beam her in the head and knock her down. And she'll get mad at you and she'll like start smacking you. It's a very like, what the fuck, this game looks awesome. Hi Ty. I'm very eager to see people play this one. It looks a little bit like not the biggest budget, not like, I don't know how to say, between indie studio and just like one guy made it himself. But it just does look really funny. Also, did the scientists say we're going to get 2 moon? Where is it? We do have 2 moons, yes. It's very difficult to see because it's very small compared to the other one. Need a strong telescope to see it? Was that it for my stories? I had 2 like...
So we're literally being mooned.
Yes. Yeah, sure. Yes. So no moon then? No, 2 moons. The other stories I had were like not really that big. They were kind of just like, oh, here's an interesting video. I saw one that was a truck driver on the freeway didn't want to let people pass him. So he was like literally just driving between 2 lanes, and if somebody tried to like go in the shoulder around him, he was like cutting him off. Just this semi truck just I don't know, having a bad day. Unfortunately for him, the road opened up to 3 lanes, and people had more space to go around him. But he was still trying really hard and swerving around. But, you know, when you're driving a semi-truck, you really shouldn't swerve that hard, and he flipped over on his side. Which is like, good. What the fuck were you doing, dude?
I'm surprised no one called the cops.
I mean, I'm sure they did, but, like, it was...
It takes a while for the cops to get there, and they're also
Yeah.
traveling.
Mhm.
So the cops have to speed to get there to...
Also, like, you know, how
So-
serious did the cops take it, right? If you're like, this truck driver cut me off. Uh-huh. Wow. Okay, we'll get somebody right on that. It's... I can see a lot of reasons leading to a very fast response, or, like, no response. Topkek, there goes the road, though. He kind of flipped over in the shoulder. He wasn't even, like, blocking any of the 3 lanes once he did flip over. That sounds so dangerous. I can't believe he flipped. Yeah, it's... I mean, I can believe he flipped, because he went from, like, the far left lane to the far right lane. Very, very fast. But it's like... Dude, what was going through his head? Cops ain't gonna help. I mean, Highway Patrol probably just pull it over at the very least. Meanwhile, if the cops was not there, I have time to beat his ass before the cops come. The other thing I put in my notes, I don't even know why I put this in my notes. Hi, Jashin. Hello, how are you doing? I'm doing good. We walked 5.9 miles. I feel weird. I feel gross because I don't have trackers on right now. And being in VR without trackers, I'm like, ugh, I hate this. Ugh, look at my body. It's being weird. Ugh.
I'm in desktop all the time. What's the problem here?
See, when I'm in desktop, when I'm like, you know, charging stuff or just watching somebody sleep or watching videos with Core, I don't mind being in desktop. But when I'm in like this avatar and I'm like, I'm supposed to be in full body, it feels wrong to not be in full body. But I saw a post on Reddit that was it was brand new sentence. Learned today that my ex-husband buys his weed from a lesbian dominatrix that banned him from DJing at her sex club because he kept playing this version of Lean on Me made entirely with samples of Homer saying dope. What the fuck? I read this earlier and it was just every 5 words the sentence had a new meaning that was just like completely just out there. Brand new animal. The thing that got me was that banned him from DJing at her sex club. That was when I was like, what is happening? Like, I almost expected it to be a Am I the Asshole story. And then it just keeps getting weird. A paste husband. Incredible. Lean on Me made entirely with samples of Homer saying dope. Anyway. Today is Monday. I still feel like I have something to do on Mondays. But we haven't done Planet Crafter with Sen for like a week, 2 weeks now. Because we finished that. We are probably going to play Hat in Time with Cairo on Mondays when he gets back from vacation. So he's got this week of work and we've kind of like settled on this time slot, but you know, we settled on it yesterday or the day before, and so we're not going to do it today. Next week, Cairo will be on vacation. After that, we'll be playing Hat in Time. I don't fully know what that entails. Uh-oh. Am I freezing? Okay, you...
Freezing?
Yeah, so... Excess Overlay just closed the window, and OBS froze for a moment. So I was like, oh god, what is happening? I thought I was just fucking like computer crashing.
Okay. I think you're still alive.
Cairo's on vacation again. What a rich boy. Trust me, I am not. Cairo lives the life of, why would you save money? We're here for a good time. well, not necessarily not a long time, but like Cairo spends money on their happiness. Core is the same. This is why they're both I almost said they're both undateable. They're extremely dateable. But I'm the polar opposite where like money is for saving, so you have to work less. Live in the moment. I am envious of people that can live in the moment like that, because for me, I cannot. For me, it is like I just see time as so valuable, and I hate working. So I want to work as little as possible, because work is just, you're paying with your time. And so I see somebody be like, oh, I just learned about, you know, these cool emulated Game Boy Advances, so I bought one. It's like, are you gonna use it much? Yeah, maybe for like a week. And to me, it's just like, what? No more Cairo Sag. They'll probably still be in Discord and stuff, and maybe some stream chats, but they're gonna be gone for, I think it was 7 days. I'm gonna keep up with collabs. Or Cairo is the head of the shadow government. Yeah, Elon SMH, live with me in the moment. Which moment? Damn, Elon, just seal Core and Cairo's fate. I'm not sealing their fate. I'm just saying my financial preferences are at odds with them. And so to me, they are, God, this sounds so horrible, not ideal partners. Oh, that sounds so fucking mean. I think they're both absolute steals. I think Core and Cairo are both some of the most wonderful people I've met. But for me, I would literally just be driven up the wall with how they spend money. I just put off everything for a future Octal to deal with. A week of enjoyment is incredible. I usually only get a day of stuff I buy. Cairo's just like, tee-hee. It's so horrible. Tired. Live fast, eat grass. Grass, huh? I'm taking my Core and Cairo and going to Vegas by myself with hookers and blackjack. Good, they'll have a great time. Both of them would love that, Pixel. I hope the three of you and anyone else who goes has a blast. I am not gonna go, and I want to save fucking money. I'm taking my... I live by that rule too. Hi, Smug. Dude, I shouldn't mention this. I actually shouldn't. No, I'm not going to. I'm the fucking worst. I'm not going to talk about this thing. Hee hee. Hope you're all not curious. Live fast, smoke grass, eat ass.
Oh, yeah, I love doing that, by the way.
I'm the worst for it.
You know what? I'm not going to say that.
I'm the worst for it. I was going to say something about Core, and I was like, you know what? It would probably irritate people to know that, and if they talk to her about it, she'd be like, why did you share that? And so I'm like, I shouldn't. I just snapped my neck, so much grass. Mod check, say it. Oh, I snapped my neck. I actually got it to pop. I used to be able to pop my neck super loud, and then I started walking for the streams, and like I usually can't pop it. So just now I was like, oh hell yeah. Yeah, Elon, don't talk about me either. Hee hee. So yeah, Monday. Today. I'm gonna try and finish that Star Wars video. It's gonna be so long. Alderaan is such a big fucking zone. I thought Tatooine was big, but Alderaan might actually be my longest video. And if it is, I'm gonna fucking find some way to trim it, because I am not putting up another 2 hour and 30-minute video. That shit is too long. Tomorrow, I have raid. Wednesday we will go back to Wind Waker. That'll be when we go back. Oh, I also need to do some house cleaning today. Ugh. I've been putting off cleaning the basement, and my mom was like, hey, Eland, you're supposed to be doing this more often. I was like, oh, I know, I'm sorry, I'll get it. Yeah, I need to clean the basement today. That's my plans for the next few days. Other than that, Roachend? What the fuck, Pixel? I'm not a roach, I just haven't cleaned up some of the mosquitoes that died.
At this rate, the Asmon's house is gonna be cleaner than Ewan's
No.
basement.
I saw a clip from Squeaks where
Disgusting.
what did he say? He's he said something gross like I haven't showered today, and somebody was like, "We get it. You're trying to take Asmongold's spot." And he was like, "I can't take Asmongold's spot. I actually shower. Ha 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 ha. We shouldn't be joking about this though." But seriously, I can't take his spot. If I did, he'd probably write a post about me about how I'm a DEI fill-in replacing a white guy again. And it was just like, holy shit, Squeaks, calm down. Oh, I hope you don't eat the dead mosquitoes. Why would I eat the dead mosquitoes, Pixel? What the fuck? Kek, Asmongold.
Are you a
been
frog?
having- I guess. Been having SPME takes recently. I don't know what SPME takes are. I don't know. I say this every time Asmongold comes up. I feel like I have to fucking defend myself. I really liked watching him when he talked about hardcore WoW. Oh, some takes. Yeah. I really liked watching him when he talked about hardcore WoW. When he talked about, whatever game. When he talked about fucking economics from a point of like, hey, let's just look at numbers. And in the last 2 years, he's just woke. Anti-woke is my personality. And like 2 months ago, I was just like, I can't with this guy, and I unfollowed. And unfollowing was just like, he's just been going worse and worse and worse. Like everything that came up after I unfollowed was just like, holy shit, dude, what the fuck? Solid phase micro extraction. If you could choose between getting run over by a raging semi-truck or eating a fresh chocolate chip cookie out of the oven, which would you choose? Eating a fresh chocolate chip cookie out of the oven. That sounds fucking awesome. Huh? That's not even a choice, Cairo. I do like chocolate chip cookies. Now, getting run over by a raging semi-truck and eating like a Carolina Reaper. I'd still probably pick the Carolina Reaper. But damn. Oh, good. I was worried you'd pick the semi-truck. Huh. What was I gonna do? I was hanging out with Cairo last night. Well, I say hanging out. Cairo fell asleep and I joined on them. And I was playing Satisfactory while they were sleeping. I finished a coal generator rig. What else did I do? There was something.
A what rig?
A coal generator rig. I don't think you've played much Satisfactory, right? Coal is like the
No.
second power generation. You start with biomass burners, and then you get coal generators, which take coal and water. And they're the first like self-sustaining power generator. With biomass burners, you constantly have to feed them biomass, so the plants and wood. But you can never just like, I'm setting this and forgetting about it and just, never coming back to it. You have to feed them. And so coal generators are nice because you get to a point where you don't have to fucking feed them. Raccoon. Rot maxing, anti-woke, Gaza take, that motherfucker should just vanish in my opinion. I would love for him to take this break, come back and be like, guys, I did a lot of learning. We got to go over my old content and I got to like re-look at it and redo some of my takes because I've been like going off a bender. I don't know what happened to me. I was too addicted to the numbers and impressing the wrong people. I need to reevaluate this and be a better person. Like, I would love for that to happen. Is that going to happen? Fucking no. I did see apparently like a year or two ago, he said he is aware that he is like the Lich King for the incels of the internet. He is aware that like if something happens to him, they will spread like a plague to all the other Twitch streams. And he is keeping knowingly one of the worst corners of the internet in his community. And sure enough, he got banned. And a lot of the Asmongold fans went to other streams and were fucking absolute menaces. I think his name is Nimplol? NMPLOL. He was like, you guys need to stop fucking harassing OTK. We're his friends, not you. He doesn't know you. He's never seen your name before. Get the fuck over it. Stop telling us, like, what to do with him and that we're wrong and we need to have his back. We talk to him every day. I've already talked to him today. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. Go touch grass. Get a life. You're cringe. Go away. And it was just like, God. It's... On one hand, it's like, you create your community, right? Like, you absolutely are... I don't want to say absolutely responsible.
That's a tough one.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
I'd say, like, you influence your community.
The biggest thing is you are you're responsible for moderating your community.
Yes.
And
yes.
so basically, as a moderator, you're taking risks, essentially. Like, there's like a risk assessment of like, should I keep this person in my community? They will be a number, essentially, to me that may help me at the end of the day. But by leaving them in my community, it could change my community, right? So it's up to you if you want to, like you're responsible for moderating it. So at the end of the day, over a long period of time, you are responsible for creating your community as to, like, who's there. Because you've made decisions actively, whether in the past that could have affected people who are coming to your community or stay in your community. So that's what I would say. But each individual action is still the person's.
I'd say that's a very good way to word it. Because I saw somebody that was like, you know, Asmongold should almost face criminal charges for the way his community acts. And somebody was like, you are not responsible for the actions of your community. That's not how it works. You definitely influence it. As you put, you're definitely responsible for the moderation of your community. But you are not responsible for, like, the people in your community. That's just not how it works. What about a Carolina Reaper cookie? I'd like that more than just a Carolina Reaper, but gah, I wouldn't like that at all. Are you seeing that campaign, Cairo? As things are going, I really want that semi-truck. Elon could do the I just came in this femboy and he just starts playing Satisfactory one day. Yeah, or he's not the Lich King, more like the bitch servant. It's so low fam Elon made a monster out of me. Let me go 2 crimes in other people chat. I hate cleaning my own room, but now that other people's rooms get it. But every time I remember Asmonbronze's room, I feel better than my room isn't that bad at the end of the day. Now, if you directly tell them, go to XYZ, then you're responsible? 100% yes. So indeed is Suicide Eulon's fault for what happened here. Or if they do something bad and you don't say, hey, stop, inaction is an action? Yes, yes. Speaking of spicy food, the spiciest wings in a place I like isn't hitting like it did the first time I had them. Damn. You hate to see it. Where are we going today? Where are we going? Because, like, I'm starting. I'm very annoyed by not having trackers. I'm ready to nap. What is this person playing? Dude, my Exos overlay is fucking chugging. I probably should have restarted my computer before going live, but oh well. Did I just freeze? Somebody say something near me. Oh, okay, we're back. I don't know if you guys saw. I had like a hard freeze for like a good 10 seconds there.
No, you're still alive for me.
Okay. I like just my whole headset display just stopped for 10 seconds. I know where I'm going to sleep. Thanks for stream. Thank you. Walking our way over. I haven't decided where to go. It's Monday, so everybody's fucking back.
They're not front, only back.
They're only back, no front. There's 2 people. Well, there's like 4 people that I really like reading. Do we want War Thunder or do we want Factorio? It'd be really funny if Bradle just shows up and goes Factorio. You lagged pretty bad on stream? Something near you? Thanks for streaming. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you. I'm thinking Factorio. Okay. Whoa. What is happening?
To the factory. I yearn for the mines.
Your chat, please stop lagging. Okay. Now it seems good. I'll put the camera right here. This is pretty. Behavior. For me. Okay. I feel like this song is a little loud, but whatever. I'm gonna take a nap. But we're gonna go to Kyo. Kyo is playing Factorio. Is the Factorio update live yet? Thanks for streaming. Thanks for streaming on chat. God bless you all, sweeties. Oh my god, my computer is lagging so hard. I might need to, like, restart before I take a nap. Here are the socials. Holy moly, guys. I don't know what's happening! And then / raid E. My computer is moving at like 1 frame per second. Left to the chair once again. Okay, that's the wrong command. Whoa. Oh no, I'm kidding. Okay. Sorry I'm struggling so much with this, guys. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 5.9 miles. We're gonna go say hi to Kyo. They're playing Factorio. I think it's the new update? I don't actually know. It is the new Space Age update, yeah. More Wind Waker Wednesday. That's when we're doing that. I love you. Bye.